Well, hello, everybody. It is Thursday night. Guess what it's time for?
Time for another show.
Time for another show. What is going on, everybody? It is the NLG show. It is Myke, Chris, and Peter back at you for another week. And here we are. How you guys doing?
Good. For another 4K views, right?
Did we?
Yeah, almost.
Did we hit it?
I don't know.
We've been on.
We're at 4K?
Live on the show.
We're not in 1080p anymore?
We've been on. We've been on 4K watch now for a while, like since Wednesday.
We got updated with the 1.5 Cyberpunk patch.
But our show is in 60 FPS. So.
Do we have a trace of ray tracing?
Ooh.
That's a good question. So
only at 30 FPS, sir. You can't get.
And then still, the ray tracing is still far to be found.
Hey, look
at it side by side, just saying like, oh, I think these shadows, that's caused by ray tracing.
When you speculate about it.
Yeah.
No. Now, I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in last week and checked out our interview with Phil Adam and John Alvarado from the Intellivision team. It was our most watched show ever. We've had some good watch shows before, but
wasn't even
this
on.
one kind of blew everything out of the water.
Everybody showed up because I wasn't there.
I know.
That's why the huge turnout. Watchers now getting like, I don't know, not even 10%.
Right.
All right, let me get off right now.
At least you were in the chat.
That's right. You were here in spirit. How you feeling, Chris? You doing all right? You
much better. Yeah.
Back at it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough there for a couple of days. A lot of sleeping, taking meds, and try to keep the head from busting. It's mainly upper respiratory and all that. But I got plenty of rest, man. I was ready to go back to work when I went back Wednesday, and I felt like I could work all day. But that's not the way I want to get some rest, though.
Well, you better,
wasn't fun
on a beach somewhere with a
yeah,
cold brew.
exactly.
That kind
there
of
you
rest.
go. No. Well, see, so Hasslehoff said, I thought the NLG show solved all problems. Last week's show didn't solve the Amico problem, so I'm a little upset. It's because we haven't hit 4,000 views on it yet. We need those last 24 views.
Yeah. Phil Adams,
that's all we
said,
need.
Like, if you don't get 4,000 views, there's not going to be an Amico.
There you have it, Internet.
There you have it. And we don't need bots views because they're kind of like, all of a sudden, like we lost some views.
All right. Wait, our sub count is magically going down right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We got negative views. People are rewinding. That's what's going on.
They're taking their tape back to the store.
Yeah.
They're taking our show back to the store for a refund.
Yeah.
It was a great show last week. We did miss you, Chris. We did miss you. We're glad that you were in the chat. We're glad that you're back and healthy.
But I was there in chat the whole time.
Yeah, that's what Myke said. Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it from that end.
So, Niall, the amount of shares I have is in direct relation to how many views we got. So, what is going on? The chat is already hyped. Nate was in here. I don't know if he's still in there, but Nate, Brother Back,
I think he's
Brother
sailing.
Totodo. Oh, he's sailing the seven seas
because
the new shrouded seas.
Yeah.
We may have to give this a try, guys. We may have to.
Yeah.
We may have to take our. We may have to take our Friday night with Peter and Myke
onto the seas,
onto the boat.
What?
I could whip up a quick thumbnail for us. We could be pirates. We could have our we could do pirate costumes.
Yeah. Well, I have something for that.
Oh.
Let me finish.
I mean, you go on a Disney cruise and there's like Pirates Nights. So,
There you go. That could be you.
yeah.
No. Brother Toto Dope, Brother Triple Lindy, what is going on? Brother
Tony Clowns for
Hasslehoff.
the 10 months. Friends of NLG. He said, NLG for life.
For life. Gamers United Guild brothers. So, did you see? Did you guys? So, I got caught up in a bunch of stuff, Carlo, and I didn't see a link in the DM. Did you guys actually go on this evening? And I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it in the morning. I got
him and Dread.
I know there
didn't
was
see
that.
him this
I know there was a Breaking
you're
Bread
right.
with Dread, but was there an actual 4GQ TV show tonight? Carlo, was there a show this evening?
I did not.
I didn't see it, and I
Because
didn't get a
was-
pop-up. I didn't get a notification for it, and I always get notifications. So, anyway,
Big shout out to 108 who kept us up till 3 a.m. or whatever. it was.
yes, Brother Lemon, Brother Lemon, who came in our Forza
He and
stream last
Yobi
week.
is like
Yep, at 2 a.m. and
2 a.m.,
said, "What's up?" And then kept us on till 3:30 in the morning, talking that retro, talking that ColecoVision, and talking that Amico.
yeah. Morning came early.
Yeah, it did. Speaking of which, look what we got.
Oh, from Italian Clowns, $5 super chat. I
Aw.
can't wait for Miko. I'm excited.
So are we. So
I
are
think
we.
we all are.
We are.
Mhm.
We are
Especially-
4,000 views excited.
Chris should be excited now.
Ooh,
Mhm.
Infinite. He's
Got
a member
that
for 14 months. Thank you, sir.
Whoop,
He says
whoop.
whoop whoop.
So Chris got that sweet
Thank you, brothers.
that sweet founders upgrade.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't even have to be on the show last week, and he got hooked up.
I know.
So, who else we got? Nile. We got Brother Doggy Dog in the house. Another Gamers United Guild. Multiple Gamers United Guild shows. Iconic Video Games podcast on Friday night. Which, by the way, guys, if you didn't see Chris, Peter, if you guys didn't see their Valentine's episode, oh, you got to go back and watch that. That was their best show like ever. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
Oh.
watched it with 1.5 eye, probably.
No.
The other half was gaming. So
It
it
was-
typically goes.
It was insane. Brother Lance is in the house. Brother Nick, Gamers United Guild member. Brother Nick, Geeks with Cash, who just put out a great video on power-ups. His game mechanics videos have been top notch. Oh, Brother Anthium is in the house. And brother, of course, you just mentioned Brother Lemon. And Lemon, my pleasure, man. Thank you. Brother Lemon had pre-ordered and got him into the Founders Edition as well. So
It's like you have connections.
Mm.
well, you know.
And shout out to Lemon too. The other day he did a shout out to a few folks. He had me tagged on
Yeah,
Twitter
anyone,
and how he gets everybody pumped up. So
Lemon knows, man. Lemon is
life
he
is
is
good.
the
Lemon.
pinnacle of energy, man.
Oof.
Seriously, he rolled in. Go back and listen to the stream from last Friday from about 2.5 hours in on. It was straight fire. It was straight fire. No. Patrick Smith, what's up, Patrick?
Now
What's going
bought
on?
Cyberbuggy 2077.
Ah,
Can't believe you did it now.
all
Really?
right. Yes.
Well, he was waiting for
He
it.
says like
He was
you
waiting
know,
for
turd
it.
is a turd. I
That's
said,
right.
well, I thought it was more a diamond in the rough, but
Well, he bought it. He bought the diamond.
he caved. He caved.
He caved
I'm
and bought
curious
the
about your
diamond.
verdict.
So
Did,
welcome.
Did my streaming help convince him?
I might have. It might have. It's a great stream you had the on
That's all right.
Tuesday.
Just a quick jump in.
So.
Right in a drive-in.
Also, quick, I missed him. I don't know, snuck in here. Welcome to John Williams. Welcome, John. Welcome to our chat. Welcome to our show. Come in.
That's popping
Makes-
quick, early.
I know. Make yourself to home. Cousin Bourne's in the house. What's up, Cousin Bourne? Says, hey, Mike. No, Infinite, brother, Infinite. He said, speaking of last week's show. So, oh, wow.
Patrick Smith. was in the house.
Yeah, Patrick Smith. I know him
Looking
from
forward to
some of
his,
the other.
He's looking forward to his email when the announcement of when the console will ship. I think we all are.
We
Well,
all
pins and
are.
needles.
I'm ready to put my credit card in. Let's get this going. Well, what's up, Mega Mike? Is in the house. And chat is off and running. And Lady Ventress. What's up, Lady Ventress? Which means Relic should be along any moment now. I would hope. I know he's got the house to himself, I believe, is what I've been told. So
And then that's probably he's not going to show up.
he might be doing something else. But I did promise him some Halo. So all right, we were at 39. We're doing this tonight. I wish I had some music to go along with it. We're gonna do the hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
I'm scared.
We're gonna do the countdown. We're gonna do the check. We're gonna do the check.
Check where we're at.
Yep.
Ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, too much.
Hey,
Too big.
Too much. Too big.
Where is it?
What?
There it is.
Oh,
all right,
it is.
we're
I
at
can't see.
39.79, folks. We're gonna check this throughout the night. We want to see 4,000 views. We get there before the weekend. I
4,000
know
likes.
it's
Come on,
petty
people,
to
you can do
ask
it.
for it, but you know, it's petty to ask for it. But you know what? It's our best show. It was our best show ever, and it's a better show. It is actually a more watched show than when we had Tommy Tallarico on.
Yeah.
That is.
See, it doesn't really matter, right?
Oh God, Tommy, I didn't say it. So, and up, Doggy Dog, so pumped for my Founders Edition. Yes, sir. You are well. It's got Doggy's another one I got hooked up.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Let's see.
What?
I want to tell this one guy something. Our little. All right. Oh, get piece of cash is too early.
Nick,
son of a Nick.
Nick's got the trigger finger. So we have a rule here.
I just told the Russian guy that please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe in Russian. That is excellent.
Yeah. There we go.
What's up, Axel? What's up, Axel? 1324. So I was just telling because Doggy's in here. He was in here before you. Your Valentine's Day show last week on the Iconic Video Games podcast was the best, and probably one of the best podcasts I think I've seen in a long time. So everybody, by the way, their link is down in the description. Please subscribe to them, and of course, all of our Gamers United Guild channels that are especially those that are here tonight. We got Infinite and Doggy Dog. They're also Retro Renegades. They're down there. Brother Geeks with Cash is down there. Carlo Italian Clowns from 4 Guys with Quarters or 4GQTV. They're down here. Get subbing to these guys. Make sure that you support our great Gamers United Guild channels. They are 108 Dragons is down here too. And if you haven't watched the Dragon's Den, what the hell are you doing? You got to watch the Dragon's Den on Saturdays at 6. This is what it's all about, is community and fun and positivity and like-mindedness. And that's what it's all about. So Infinite says, I wish I would got the good wood grain. Send me a DM, Infinite. I may be able to help you with that. Just shoot me a DM. So there's Retro Bro in the house. What's up, John? Hope you... All right. All right, here we go. So we're going to put this up every once in a while. So it's like a telethon. All right, 39.79 views. Everybody's you got to share this one out. Tell them we just need What do we need now? 21, right?
21 more.
21 more
Watch
views.
the number go down again. It's like,
Right.
like,
Right, as the YouTube bots get us. 21 more views. Do that, and I, as Infinite or as Annihilator says, if you do that, I might twerk. No, I'm not going to do that. So.
but Chris will do a giveaway if we hit 4K. How about that?
Ooh. Ooh. All right.
I mean, putting pressure on me.
No.
Mhm.
So.
Actually,
All
I'm already planning on.
You know what?
If you look at the message.
I
Hey,
did, and you know what we're gonna do? So you know what, you guys in the chat, lucky day today, because I don't even remember what the. Oh, here it is. We are going to spin today. Hold on.
Spin to win.
Hang on. Do. We are going to spin the Wheel of Names today. For those who are in the chat, we're going to do 2, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? All right, we're doing 1 spin for members, for our Friends of NLG channel members. Those are everybody that's in green. And then we're going to do another spin for the entire chat. Chris, what are our members going for today?
Are there any countries excluded?
Right. Well, yeah, shipping, as long as they ship.
Yeah.
If it says making 39 accounts now. All right, what is the, what do we have for our wonderful channel members today?
So the channel members can win a next level gaming shirt, hat, or whatever, or Gamers United Guild, or one of the Gamers United Guild members. If you want one of their shirts or hats, let us know. Or if we have a member that already won before, they can have a choice of a gift card, $25 gift card of the platform of their choice.
Nice. And for everyone else?
Everyone else, let's do a $10 gift card of their choice.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna start putting names in the list here as I can get down them. While I am doing that, Peter, what have you been up to this week, game wise? Let's talk about what we've been playing.
Game wise. Well, yeah. I've been in order to get ready for Horizon Forbidden West, I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen. I always forget the damn title. The Frozen Wilds DLC. So, been playing that, finished that. So that's good. I'm all pumped for Friday. Hopefully, I get the game on Friday, but definitely will be streaming this weekend. And let's see what else. I've been playing some Forza Horizon just to make sure I get my weekly cars. And then I've also started playing the Gunk.
Oh yeah, how is that?
Cute little, at times platforming kind of thing. Reminds me a little bit of what's that game called? Oh man, it's almost Friday. That's
I've been there.
But it's cute. You vacuum up the gunk and stuff, and then you get some fast travel points by way of setting up a beacon. Kind of reminds me of like the so you can fast travel to your points that you've already visited if you're not quite ready yet, and yeah, very easy, simple, relaxing game.
Nice. Small game though, right?
Small game. It's a small game. I'm almost to the end, so you can play it just in a couple of hours and be done with it.
Ooh, I like that.
But yeah, I needed some achievements for the for the rewards thing, so to keep my streak going. So they had like, earn 3 achievements. It's like, yeah, what's the fastest way? It's like, oh, let's look at Game Pass, find a cute game, and let's dive into it.
Nice.
But yeah, it reminds me a little bit of No Man's Sky, where you have to scan items in the world and stuff, and then harvesting those in order to upgrade your
nice.
your health, your
Mm-hmm.
Look who it is. We have a visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you miss it? Scroll back up in the chat a little.
Oh, Lady Foxfire. She's a member for 6 months. Big hugs for everyone and a ton of green hearts.
Oh, hugs for Lady
Thank
Foxfire. It's
you.
good to see you, sweetie. How are you, my lady? How are you? Oh, Matt Byrnes. What's up, Matt? Matt's in the house as well. Jan, how you doing? Brother Jan Ong's in the house. Yeah, we've got it. We're filling up. So Lady Foxfire and Matt, just so you guys know, I'm setting up the wheel of names for our member stream. We're going to do 2 streams today. We're going to do one for members, and we're going to do one for everybody else. And you have an opportunity to win some merch, either from NLG if you don't have any NLG merch, or if you want any of the other Gamers United Guild merch. So if you've got an NLG shirt already and you want, say, a Retro Renegades or a Geeks with Cash, or if Geeks, I don't know if Geeks has one. If anyone that Jay Williams has done, I don't know if it's all the GUG folks, but
He did quite a bit. I mean, or someone here has their avatar made from him. They want their own avatar in the shirt.
John says only 280 people to go to match last week's viewers. That's a great goal. Let's get it done, everybody. Let's get it done. Oh my goodness. All right. Chris, what have you been playing this week? Although we know one of what you've been playing, of course.
You had no proof. There's no streams.
There's no streams.
Well, last week, because I wasn't on Thursday with you guys, but last week I did do streaming of Dying Light 2. So I have been playing a lot of that. And unfortunately, when I had some time off for being sick, I didn't game a lot at first because I was out of it. By Sunday, I felt better, so I jumped on Dying Light 2, and I put in over 20 hours. And once you get further in, you get into the city. Because when I was streaming, I was just outside the city, and when I ended the stream, I was just getting to the point where you started heading into the city. So when I was playing on my own, it definitely opens up once you get in the city, and that's where it shows where the map of the city, and it's pretty large, and then you have your different factions around the city. So you do have like windmills where you unlock. Once you figure out you have to climb up into the windmill, kind of platform to the top to unlock it, and then you once you unlock it, it brings a community there, and so that it provides a safe house for you, a place to where you can go heal and buy stuff, and then of course just opens up more missions around the map. I mean, it's huge. You got the main mission, and you got all these side missions, and just the skill trees is great. As you're running around your combat or your parkour skills, as you level up, you can upgrade those. Your gear, your weapons, your clothing and stuff like that. That's pretty neat. You can upgrade those, modify, and then as day and night. I didn't play the Dying Light 1, but I believe, right, Peter, that at nighttime it was just much worse. And
I think so, yeah.
So like on this one, if you go out at night, there's certain areas where you want to go hit certain buildings at night because then the zombies are outside, so you have less inside. So you go in, and plus there's different loot. Sometimes you get better loot because you're doing it at night. It's a little bit more dangerous. And what's cool, you just platform and you know on top of the buildings to get where you need to go. Of course, once you get down to the ground, they get a little more dangerous. So there's a cool difference between night and day, and you know the story's real good. Really interested in the story. So I'm really liking it. That's why I put so much time in it. And then of course the other day when we learned of the the new patch, the 1.5 for Cyberpunk, we got the upgrade to the current gen now for Series X and S and PS5, where now you can play in 4K 60, that's your performance mode, or if you want to play it, they call it ray tracing mode now, where it's 4K 30 with ray tracing. So I tried both of those when I was streaming. Honestly, the only difference I kind of noticed, like popped out at me at first, but I had to go back and watch, was the shadows. So it seemed like when you had the ray tracing on, the shadows seemed to pop out a little more and a little bit more detail, and the lighting was a little bit better, but it really wasn't a big deal. And I'd rather have it in 60 frames, especially in that game when you're running around, you're driving, you stop, you get in some action or whatever. I guess it's okay if you're in like cutscenes or like in the mission, you want to have it in the ray tracing. But really, honestly, it's I don't think it's worth it. But the game was smooth and it looked much better overall from when I last played, and it's been a while since I played. So, I
started my save. I played it a little bit when it just came out.
Yeah.
And then I put it away because I thought like, with the patch coming, the next gen patch and ray tracing, I put it away. So, but when I played in ray tracing mode, it's like when you look around and you pan, it's like it just looks horrible in 30 FPS. It's like a horrible 30. Yeah. So it's like hell no. And then I took two photos and put it side by side, and it's like one with ray tracing and one without, and it's like then you have to look 2 times in order to see the difference, and it's like it's not worth the performance penalty you take.
Yeah, the performance mode 4K 60 was great, so rather leave it in it. But it's like I told people. So a lot of people waited for this new patch because a lot of people bought the new consoles, so they want to play it where the best capability they can, right? So and plus, what's cool is that they had a 5-hour demo for people to try, and if they like it, they could buy it. So then there was a discount the other day on Xbox. So plus, I mean, you get physical, you get a cheap copy too.
So they put a demo up of it.
Yes.
Yeah, 5-hour.
Huh.
And I'm not sure how long that is. End of the month or.
I'll have to give it a shot. And I'm with. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, they're doing that because they have to try to bring back some good faith with people who were disappointed with the outcome, especially on the Xbox One and PS4 versions. To try to win some people back, and I guess that helps in a way. So we'll see. Hopefully, it does well. People, enjoy it, and the game can kind of get some a little bit more hype, and we get some more content out of it, and because they need it. And the game is not like perfect. I mean, they did great on Witcher series, right? Because they were good at that. But this game is like, they're not familiarized with like a Grand Theft Auto type open world like this. And there's a lot going on in the game, with NPCs and the city and, lights and so on. So it's a very demanding game. And so definitely this game came out too soon. Maybe almost 2 years too soon. So
yeah, because What did I tell you, Mike? When did I play it? Somewhere December of 2020?
Yeah, you played it a
Is that
while
it?
ago.
I think that was my last save game. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about NPCs. It's like I was somewhere in a tall building, I think near your starter house, I think it was.
Yeah.
And there were some NPCs, and I punched him in the face and shot at him,
Yeah.
and he did not flinch. There was just those two, and they didn't do anything. Everybody else is like runs away, or you can kill them and stuff.
Yeah. To me, the NPCs in this is not that great. I think the Witcher 3 NPCs and so often react to you much better. So I don't understand why this one, they're not very well put together to where they interact with you. And Dying Light 2 NPCs are so much better.
But I think also in The Witcher, the NPCs were more sparse, but they had more meaning.
Yeah, yeah. And
Well,
that could be it.
Like in Cyberpunk, it's like they're all over the place.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
they
yeah.
you know, they don't are as personal.
But hopefully things, keep improving. There's been other games out there where they started off terrible and came back. So
No
hopefully
Man's Skies.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Perfect.
And they just came out with another update, or maybe it's just in.
Well, there's a
maybe it's just
Switch
on
update.
PC, yeah.
No, you're not you're not far off. I mean, they were working on another one. So, and
Yeah.
I'm with the chat. So, shout out to one of and say hi, of course, brother Mav, Brothers Fun Speculation, who just got finished with the Fun Pop podcast over on his channel. I saw brother Brian F in here, and I wanted to say hi to him because I missed it. And I missed saying hi to brother J Street, so I want to say hi to him as well.
Hey, J Street, welcome back, brother. It's been a
Yes,
while
sir.
since seen
Oh,
him.
I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
Brother
And-
Rich,
and- Yeah.
bacon ice cream. Brother
then,
Boogeyman is back.
Boogeyman, yeah.
Okay, man.
Oh,
Glad to
brother,
see him. And
brother
then
Mass.
Mass. Oh,
Yeah, say it with feeling.
brother Mass. Oh.
There we go. But I'm with them. I'm with Matt and Mav that I got to play it in 60 FPS. I just don't know if I could play it in 30.
No, don't. I wouldn't recommend it.
Same thing with Control too. That 30 ray tracing was like, oh yeah, it looks so good. Till you start like looking around, it's like, oh hell no.
I mean,
That 30 was so bad.
it's not as it really isn't as bad as I think it's not as bad as people want to make it out to be. That's just my opinion on it.
30?
The 60, like you
Oh,
don't
60.
lose that much of a.
Oh yeah, no.
You
The
know,
Witch I played in 62. It's like
Well,
I think it should be now a rules. Like don't go to if you can do 4K 60, then
Yeah.
go to the next resolution 60, and the consoles will upscale to 4K and do your best, but don't go below 60. That's like nails on chalkboard almost.
yeah, I can't. It's hard to do. It really is. It's hard because you want that smoothness, and if you don't get that
Mhm.
smoothness, it's not easy to come back from that.
No.
Especially when you play games that are that smooth. That's
Mhm.
tough.
But not all 30 FPSs are created equally, though.
I will
No.
say that.
Remember Destiny? Even though it was 30 for the longest time, that was a
That
good
was
30.
pretty smooth.
I
yeah.
never played it.
And as much
We
going on.
didn't
in
ask you,
that.
Mike. That was more for Chris, but that's okay.
Damn.
Damn. Okay, I'll play
I'll
with you
just
on
be
Friday
over.
night.
I'll just be
Yeah.
over here trying to run the show. You guys, it's all right.
You're a button pusher. You
That's
push
right.
all those buttons.
The
Look.
button pusher. Damn. I am just the button pusher. That is
Pushing my
my.
buttons. One too many buttons.
You're just the Amico cult leader
Yeah.
pushing our buttons. Making us all get Founders Editions. How dare you?
Yeah. One spinning disc at a time.
One spinning disc at a time. One digital download at a time.
And I know last year when we were all excited when we were hoping it was going to come out October 10th, and we beginning of that year or so, we were pumped up, right? And Remember I talked about let's do a Miko giveaway, and I still want to do that. Of course, we'll have to wait a little bit until the regular editions start coming out, But I would still like to do a Miko giveaway.
I'm down for that.
When that time comes, when it's readily available. So
when that time comes.
Yeah.
So, what's up, Brother Paste? Brother Paste in the house. He's a 60 FPS snob as well.
Where's his twin? Copy.
What?
Not just paste. Control C. Eating Control C.
Oh, where do we?
And speaking of Mr. All Hail J.
All hail Jay.
Graphic God.
He is a channel member. I
He's
have
in
to add him
chat.
to the wheel of names. What's up, Jesse Darby? Jesse's in the house. Eating Alt V is
Jesse?
my alt
It's all
account.
account.
That is
Yeah.
outstanding. Oh my goodness. Daddy J's in the house. Yep. I don't know why I said that.
Unless you're on a Mac, they don't have an alt. Do they?
Right. They have a function key.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
When he's
function.
functional, that's what he will use.
Man, chat's popping.
Chat
Appreciate
is
everybody
popping.
jumping in. You guys have been real great, especially jumping in our streams. I noticed when I was streaming, we had some art, people showing up, interacting with me, and then I see that on your streams, Myke, and views have been good. So I appreciate everybody.
We're cultivating
Yeah.
a really nice community here, and that's that's what we're hoping for, right?
Yeah, just
that's-
hanging out,
With just-
hanging out, have fun, and
with a
not take
bunch
this
of
shit seriously.
right. Don't take this shit seriously. It's video games, right? It's video games. What's up, Jeepers? Jeepers in the house.
Jeepers.
For me, this week has been.
Yeah, what have you been playing, Mike?
I have been playing.
Rumor has it
combination
that you have died a lot.
Rumor has it I have aged. I've aged quite a bit. I have been playing Sifu, which is an outstanding title. I'm not gonna lie, that game is awesome. I have my. I will say I have my issues with it, as I am not a Dark Souls person, and it does have a little twinge of Dark Souls to it, but overall, very happy with it. It does have. I've heard a lot of complaints about the control scheme. I have not had an issue with the control scheme. I've had to learn the control scheme a bit, but I haven't had a real big issue with it to where it made it difficult for me to play. I think if I had any real complaints, it was more that some of the mid bosses are cheap as crap. I will say that. I'm in a spot
two
now
big guys?
where no,
Those
the two
mid-bosses?
big guys, I can handle the two big guys at this point. That kickboxer dude is one that really kind of pisses me off a little bit. I'm not a fan of his. But other than that, it's been pretty good as far as as far as the game goes, as far as I'm enjoying it. And I did start, thanks to you, Peter, heads me up on it. I did start playing Contrast.
Contrast,
Yeah. Which was that game from Compulsion that I don't know why hadn't been in Game Pass for ever until now.
Could it be licensing of music, maybe? Something external?
Well, the music doesn't sound like it's licensed. I mean, it's a great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. But I don't think...
I played that game when it came out. in 2014, I think it was. Somewhere around. Maybe at that point it was on sale and I just picked it up.
It could have been on sale. But
I didn't even know about that game. And at first, when I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, wait a minute. They're just dropping their new game all of a sudden. Just like there was no warning. I was like, "What? What's this?"
Right.
And then
right. They just announced. Right. They had just announced that they were doing. That they were doing a new game, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, what?
What? What's wrong with this game? Why is it coming out with no warning?
Right, kind of like Crossfire X, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried it once, go multiplayer, and it's like,
did you?
No match found or something. And at that point, I said, like, okay, I guess not. So that was it.
I haven't tried it yet. I was going to try it last night, but then I ran out of time listening to DJC Game Studios' Miko Forever show, which was excellent. But I did not, because of that, thank you, Chuck, I did not get a chance to actually play. But I might, well, we're going to play tomorrow. We're going to play some, we might play some Sea of Thieves, maybe? Is that the thought?
I don't know.
I know, they didn't sound too good with Nathan earlier.
What, the Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, they were, and I saw in the DM that a couple guys wanted them. I guess they're having trouble when they get in. Like that one, remember that one, the one with the Pirates of the Caribbean where they're waiting for you. The griefers are just there. Like,
yeah, the griefers are not letting you start the quest and stuff. They're doing the same thing again. And it's like, you know, hopefully Rare finally grows some pair of balls and saying like, hey, you know, let's do some adventure services like pure PvE kind of things.
Well, why don't we try it? And the reason I ask if we could try it is Eating Paste in the chat wants to play Sea of Thieves with us. So
yeah, all we could do is try.
Yeah, the four of us. If you're able to play tomorrow, Chris, the four of us could.
Maybe. I got to go into work Saturday, but
all right.
We'll see what time y'all start.
All right. Well, at the very least,
start with y'all.
At the very least, you know, maybe we can do something. I would like to play because I'd like to play with Pace. I've been promising him.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've been promising him. So, yeah. Oh, Taj, brother Taj is in the house. What is up, Taj? Good to see you, man. Oh, we got all the great people are in the chat tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All the great people. This is what I'm talking about. And speaking of greatness,
Drago,
Titan Drago, what's up, Titan? Titan was also kind of Titan was hilarious on Friday on that Valentine's Day show.
I saw a little bit, and what's funny is I jumped in there kind of late, and so like, damn, I'm late, and Axel has his wife read out what I said, and I'm like, what are y'all drunk? It was just funny. So I got, you know.
Well, what was really funny was that it got a little uncomfortable because their son is in the chat.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
At one point, Titan was supposed to read something, and he said, "My son's in the chat. I can't read this." It was just hilarious. But it was Titan and Princess Zelda. It was Doggy Dog, who I still can't figure out, Doggy, the accent that you were going for. It was kind of like a James Bond villain. And Axel and his wife. And I'll tell you what, they all leaned into it, and it was very cool. It was very cool. So Contrast Sifu, I downloaded Crossfire X to give it a try. Trying to think if there's anything else I was really playing. Hey, Michael is looking more like James Hetfield from Metallica. Can I get a yeah? Hey, man, you know what? I'm feeling like it. Oh, oh, that's right. Jay made the comment about Doggy. This blow up doll. Oh, good grief. All right, so let's hang on before we get into things. Hold on, let me get back to it. Gotta do our. I lost it. Hold on, is it over here?
Oh.
Hold on.
Countdown.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's do it. Let's do a quick check.
The answer is
Oh, hold on.
I don't see it. There we
Yeah,
go.
sure.
What?
Hold on.
What? What's going
Hold
on?
on, we're getting
You
there.
can't just start
Oh,
cheering or
YouTube
crying
will-
without showing us anything.
Reanalyze and
Dang.
Here it
reconfigure
comes.
tweak.
39.91.
9 more views.
Can we hit 4,000 views before this show is over? Let's go. Let's go.
That's cool. That was
That
great
is
to
cool.
see, and to me that goes to show, despite the stupid negativity and all that crap that for whatever reason around the Miko, but there's a lot of people really interested in the Miko, and
There are.
they're not trashing it or anything like that. They're just curious, and they're hoping. People are hoping, people who had an Amico or a television back in the day, or some of us who didn't, right?
Mhm.
And so here's our chance to get a piece of that, a company that's has some history in gaming that a lot of us grew up with, and we want to see it be successful. So
Yeah.
I
I
so
mean,
all
I'm
we can
doing
tell
one-
people, just be patient, and let's hope, and people have been working hard, and let's pray for those guys over there, and especially let's have a prayer for Tommy Tallarico. He's going through a hard time, and people have to just be a little bit more understanding, a little bit more,
Yeah.
have some heart. So
Right. Number one, have a heart.
yeah.
Number two, it's and I can't believe we keep having to say this. I wasn't real. I was gonna try not to.
Sorry.
No. It's okay. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit. Trust me, there are things that I want to say that I really can't say, and you guys know I'm not that kind of guy. So there's some things I'm not going to say, but there's something I need to say. Almost all of the feedback we got on last week's show was positive. I had people DMing me saying, thank you guys for having them on. It was refreshing. Again, Brother Lemon, and he spent an hour talking about that interview and talking about how that sold him on wanting the system. Between that and seeing my kids, seeing Seth and Spencer playing it, that kind of thing. I've come to this realization that there are what we like to call gatekeepers that are out there, and they they do it on the Xbox and PlayStation side, the Switch side. There's console wars everywhere, but there's this gatekeeping section of the retro scene that has determined that because they don't like the Amico, nobody gets it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, so you can't have it. So they're going to do everything they can to destroy the company. And that's I can't figure that one out.
Yeah.
And what those people don't understand, and the ones that are out there making these crazy videos, and trust me, this week there have been some crazy videos. What they don't understand is they're not just hurting, they're not just hurting the guys who put their life on the line for this. They're not just hurting Tommy Tallarico and Phil Adam and Nick Richards and these guys that, they're hurting about 50 people. They're hurting the folks who are walking into that building every day to just work their butts off 15, 20 hours just to put a system out, just to put something out that they have a passion for. You're hurting them. And case in point about how much people are working, it's 9:53 p.m. So it's like 6:54. So it's after 6. It's almost 7. It's almost 7 p.m. on the West Coast, and John Alvarado is still working. And I've been on Skype. We've been on Skype doing, shows and talking to people and stuff like that. And it could be 9, 10, 11 p.m. their time, and John's still at the office working. There are people there that are trying to put this thing out, and they're not part of this. and you're hurting them. You're hurting them. And you know what else? And this is something that, this is maybe why I don't say anything publicly. This is the first time I've really said anything publicly. Not, I try to keep, this is a positive show, and we're going to get into some stuff in a minute, but my kids want this system. My kids went to Crayola last year and loved it. Seth, who everybody knows is on the spectrum, this is important for him. And if you've seen any of the videos that we did, if you saw the Amico Fest stream we did that Saturday, if you saw the opening of the physical boxes, and he's sitting right here next to me, he is excited for this. And you know what? These people are taking that away from him. Because if this doesn't come out, and I have no, let me preface this by saying I have no information on anything right now. Phil Adam was on our show last week and said, we will make an announcement at the end of the month. The clock's ticking. And, every day that this stuff happens on the internet potentially hurts them and hurts that chance. And so these people that are doing this out there right now are hurting my kids. So in essence, they're hurting me and my family. And that's just nonsense. If you don't want the thing, don't buy the thing. Go on and do something else. Go invest in the Atari VCS, which I might still do, by the way. I don't dislike the Atari VCS. I just chose the Amico over that because it was less expensive, and a lot of the Atari games are coming on it anyway.
Yeah.
Buy an
but you're not
Versus.
making videos and other stuff like how trashy the VCS is, and those people
Right.
are scum and this and that.
No.
I mean, who with a normal brain does that? That's some serious mental
Yeah,
issues.
that makes no sense. I mean, if it doesn't interest you, it's not a big deal. Why even bother? But I'm not interested in Atari VCS. It looks cool. If it was cheaper,
I kind of am.
If it
And
was
Matt's got
cheaper,
one.
I would probably pick it up.
Yep.
But,
yeah, it was cheaper, but
yeah,
it's a little bit.
I just don't get it. I don't understand. There's this desire to take down Tommy Tallarico, and they're willing to take down every other employee and all the kids that want this thing and all the parents who want to buy it for their kids. It's going to be devastating if I have to tell Seth, I'm sorry, it's not coming out. I can't explain to him why, because I can't explain to a 12-year-old that troglodytes on the internet seem to, I can't do that. It just, that bothers me, and it's not supposed to bother me, but it bothers me. And it doesn't bother me that people don't like it. You can not like it. It's perfectly cool. There are things I don't like, but don't go find something you do like. Go find something that makes you happy and cover it. You know what it's about, guys. Let's call this what it is. It's about views. It's about It's about views and clicks.
Bottom line.
Yep. You get 200 views by talking about something good. You get 2,000 views by talking trash about the Amigo. That's the reality of it, right? I mean, we had a very positive Amigo stream on, and we're almost at 4,000 views on it. So, I mean, people are interested in it one way or another. But I'll never understand just why you would want to. I mean, again, you're hurting many people, and you're inadvertently hurting my family. And so it's just, that's the most I'm going to say about it, because if I go on, I'm going to do something that's going to derail the show, and I don't want to do that. So I'm ready to move on and get back to some positivity. I just, you strung out a nerve there, Chris.
I know, but my main thing was, that let's have positive vibes for those guys, and then also everybody have some prayers for Tommy.
Yep.
Because he needs it. So
he needs it, and you know what? They all need it. They need the positivity. They need right now. So if you're a decent human being, and honestly, everybody here is. The good news is those people don't follow us, and they're not welcome here. I'm say it right now. Those people aren't welcome here, but the people who are here right now, they all have big hearts. They're all good people. These are people that we are proud to call our gaming family. Send some good positive vibes and love in Television's way, because honestly, they can use it right now. So,
we've gotten an hour into our intro.
We have Brother Jeff is in the house. Go game go. What is up? And Papa Pete. What is up, Papa Pete? You know why they're here. Papa Pete's an hour ahead of us. He's here because him and Jeff have come to talk trash. I know it.
You practicing?
Yeah, because they're the great Rocket League playoffs are coming.
Yes.
So we are going to be, by the way, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? No, next week. Oh my God, it's the 17th already. Yeah. Thursday night is the great Rocket League night. It is going to be Brothers NLG versus Brothers Go Game Go. Jeff, Stu, and Papa Pete. We're looking forward to having some great fun with our Gamers United Guild brothers. Both Go Game Go and Papa Pete are both part of the Gamers United Guild, and I am telling you, if you are not subscribed to them, click the link down below. They are phenomenal. Papa Pete, if you are even close to a retro gamer, he is one you really want to subscribe to. And Go Game Go, the coolest, nicest guys out there. Their random Wednesday night streams and their bracket streams are fantastic. And tonight, before our show, they were doing a Nintendo show. So they're phenomenal people. We have just such phenomenal people, Peter, that hang out with us every week. That's why our Hello Gamers lasts an hour, because this show is about you guys. I mean, we're going to talk about some topics real quick, but this show is about you guys. Without you, we don't have a show. And so, thank you guys. Bottom of our hearts. For those of you who are just joining us, we have 2 giveaways we're doing tonight. So stick around in the chat. One of which is for our channel members who are here. And I have the wheel of names going. We are going to give away some merch tonight, and it is NLG merch. And if you do not or have NLG merch already, if there is anything else on the Teespring that Graphic God does for the Gamers United Guild, we have those as well. And then Chris, when he gets back later on, is going to do a drawing for our general members, our non-members, for a $5. You say 5 or 10? I think he said he's giving away a gift card. We're doing merch and a gift card. And if you can also opt for, I think, a $25 gift card if you already have merch and you win tonight this drawing. So, all right. So before we go, excuse me, a piece of popcorn just rolled down the wrong throat. Holy cow. Okay. Where is... Oh, wow. I do not want to choke.
Yeah, not live on the show.
No, let's not do that. Okay.
Whoa, quick shout out to Thomas Bryan. Just became friends of NLG. Thank you, sir.
Thomas, love you, brother. I know who that is too. Him and I talk a lot on Twitter. So great guy, great family man. The real pleasure. All right, before we get to the topic at hand, let's do this.
So quick refresh.
Let's see how far we got. 4,001.
Oh,
We did it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. 4,000 views. That is our best show that we have ever done. We'll probably never do it again unless Ibiko actually comes out and everybody comes to see us. A lot of those people were here, honestly, to see the Amico, so we get that. But hopefully some of you guys who are watching will come back and watch the regular content, because we do have what we're going to talk about now. But gotta say, thank you guys so much. Everybody who watched, everybody who commented, everybody who was in that chat last week, everybody who helped make that one of our most memorable and favorite nights. You guys freaking rock. Freaking rock. Brother De Niro's in the house. What's up, Brother De Niro? So, all right. I'm adding, you know what? I am adding Brother Thomas to the Wheel of Names, because he is now officially a channel member. And Thomas, you will be, I will get you added to the next outro videos. And no, I am not really twerking, Niall. Sorry. And I will add you down below to our thank yous. Thank you so much, Thomas. Okay. Chris is coming back in a minute, but let's go ahead and, before this gets way out of late.
Starting topic number 2.
Topic number 2.
Activision Blizzard Multiplat forward.
Oh shit.
Come on, I just made it more fun. It's the same thing as Duke Nukem forward.
I am the most this is the most well-produced professional podcast ever. Forward.
I was sitting down here, it's like, oh, I hope he doesn't correct that. It's just De Niro might be onto something.
Right,
if Myke takes his shirt off, that episode will smash 4K views.
Nope, not happening. Hey, what?
Not enough cleavage, De Niro.
Best I'll give you is this. I'll give you a little of that. But that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm giving you.
Show one gun.
That's all I'm giving you. Just the one gun. One gun.
Lopsided.
Because I'm still intimidated by Retro Bro, by John. He thinks because I'm tall, which I'm not really tall, but he's bigger than me. So, dude has the real guns. That's right. And John owes us a robing show. So John owes us. Thank you for the reminder, Brother Hasslehoff. John owes us. Okay. Let me bring up the picture I created for this. Not that it really, it's not the greatest picture, but so what we did miss last week, and we didn't want to, we really didn't want to talk about it until Chris officially came back, because he missed last week. But Activision, as everybody knows by now, has been acquired or is being acquired by Xbox, by Microsoft. So, for the great sum of $68 million.
What a pocket sum.
Yeah, just a pocket sum. Just a little tiny bit. Tiny bit. And so with that was all of the speculation. All right, what's gonna happen to what's going to happen to Call of Duty? How can they pull Call of Duty? How can they, you can't have that not on Xbox or not on PlayStation, la 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 la. And of course there was all the speculation that because of what's happening with Bethesda, like Starfield, and and Redfall and games like that, what's going to happen to Call of Duty? What's going to happen to these games that are
But everybody says Call of Duty sucks and nobody wants to buy it. Nobody wants to buy the next
Right?
install.
Yeah.
So Matt, just real quick, I don't think that March 31st, 2022 date is right. I think that's just placeholder. We will know more in about a week, in a week or a little more. So here is what has happened, because all of the speculation on this, as far as what Microsoft was going to do with Call of Duty, what were they going to do with that franchise, was all set off by a couple of things. Of course, Phil Spencer came out and said, "Hey, we had a great call with, leaders at Sony, and we have assured them that Call of Duty we want Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation. PlayStation's an important part of the ecosystem. We have existing agreements with them." And of course, Sony came out and said, "You're damn right you have an existing agreement with us, and we expect you to honor it."
Yeah. It's like
So then we got another clarification, and I'm going to bring this up. So this was courtesy of Microsoft's On the Issues blog. And this is by Brad Smith, president and vice chair. I'm going to blow this up as best I can so that you guys can all see it. And what this is about on the surface is, today we're announcing a new set of Open App Store principles that will apply to the Microsoft Store on Windows and to the next generation marketplaces we build for games. We have developed these principles in part to address Microsoft's growing role and responsibility as we start the process of seeking regulatory approval in capitals around the world for our acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So keep in mind, it is not just the FTC that needs to approve this. There is the European trade government, whatever they do. There are other factors at play here. So they go on. They talk about, how they're going to open up the Microsoft Store, basically. Here we go. The European Union, United States, Republic of Korea, so on.
It's
so
funny that the Netherlands was singled out.
They do have the
that
Netherlands.
as well.
Yes, because the Netherlands has,
What's so special about that?
Besides
Besides the anti-gambling laws and other stuff, but thought it was interesting.
Yes. So, I'm going to get to where. All right, so they have Open App Store principles, right? All developers have access to the App Store as long as they meet reasonable and transparent standards, blah, 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 blah. Blah. We will not require, this was a shot across the bow at Apple. We will not require developers in our App Store to use our payment system to process in-app payments.
Yeah.
Suck it, Apple, is basically what they said.
Yeah.
We will not disadvantage developers if they choose to use a payment processing system other than ours. Suck it, Apple. We will continue to enable developers to choose whether they want to apps for Windows through our App Store, someone else's store, or sideloaded. Interesting.
Hey, do you think we can create the NLG store where you can order all your PC and Xbox games from?
And then we get a cut of them?
Well, basically, we pay 30% less than the MSRP.
All right, so here we go. We also recognize that regulators may well have other important questions as they review our acquisition. We are committed to addressing every potential question. We want to publicly address at the outset 2 such questions. So, some commenters have asked whether commentators will continue to make popular content like Activision's Call of Duty available on competing platforms like Sony's PlayStation. The obvious concern is that Microsoft could make this title available exclusively on the Xbox console, undermining opportunities for Sony PlayStation users. And here we go. To be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty Follow this one. And other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of any existing agreement with Activision. All right, so that's standard fare. Call of Duty isn't going anywhere. Vanguard's not being pulled.
The thing is, with an acquisition, they never have to. They can be just jackasses, because.
Very true. Well, Microsoft has never been that way either. If you remember when they bought Compulsion, they didn't pull We Happy Few. When they bought Ninja Theory, they did not pull Hellblade.
Well, but the Hellblade was already out. But I mean, titles are, or what's the other one? A Double Fine title, Psychonauts.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts 2.
As well, Psychonauts 2, right?
Like that, and then the one from Bethesda were already contracted and worked for.
Oh, Fallout 76, a Ghost Loop and a Death Loop and Ghostwire, right?
Yeah.
Also, when they acquired Obsidian, they did not pull the Outer Worlds.
No.
So Microsoft has a precedent of not pulling games from competitors, and of course we all know the big elephant in that room, Minecraft. Minecraft is on everything, and if you remember when they released Minecraft Dungeons, they released that multi-platform. So
yeah,
have a great
I think certain
night,
platforms
Hasslehoff.
I think certain IPs are so broad. I mean, they're beyond the box. Like merchandise and other stuff, all around it. And I think the same thing is with Call of Duty, because isn't there a movie coming out and stuff?
Is there?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. So I mean, it's more than just the game itself. So
Yeah.
Sure.
Even World of Warcraft, as long as it's been around, there was a movie for that.
So, so in this case, they're not pulling Crash. They're not pulling, Call of Duty. They're not pulling They're not pulling Diablo, any of that stuff, right? But here's the next sentence, and we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future, so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games they love. We are also interested in taking similar steps to support Nintendo's successful platform. We believe this is the right thing for the industry, for gamers, and for our business.
here's a thing with the Nintendo thing. Are we getting native apps or are we getting streaming apps? Because remember, a lot of like some of those Ubi games, Assassin's Creed, those are streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the Switch, so they could do the same thing with Call of Duty potentially.
Could.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows what that means?
But think about this. This means that it's not just Call of Duty. The next Crash Bandicoot game that Activision makes is going to be Multiplat. The next Spyro will be Multiplat. The next Tony Hawk.
They didn't specify every. Did they say every?
Well,
I thought they said mainly their main franchises, right?
Well, what it says is, and other popular Activision Blizzard titles. So
but it could be just Call of Duty and Diablo and call it a day.
Crash
Bandicoot.
Those are popular titles.
Crash Bandicoot is definitely
but it
in that
all
realm.
Popular Blizzard titles, etc. There's so many.
And other popular.
I mean, in a court of law, this doesn't mean anything.
Oh shoot! I dropped the wheel of names out. Hold on.
Oh.
Accidentally hit the wrong button. Hold on, guys. They're all still in there. Good. Okay. But see, and I consider Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Diablo, Tony Hawk, all popular Activision Blizzard titles. And see, the problem is that now you've opened.
But so was Pitfall and other stuff. I mean,
that's true.
I mean, they don't say all of them. It just,
and other popular titles.
I mean, that's, you know.
I don't think there was anything else, so I want to focus on this.
But I can see Diablo and Call of Duty.
I think I could see
maybe
Crash,
but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I can see Crash.
Yeah, I can see, of course, Call of Duty, Overwatch,
Crash Bandicoot
and
originally was PlayStation.
Right. But here's the thing: are we getting exclusive? It's possible we get, you know, Xbox and the Ultimate Game Pass. As an Ultimate Game Pass subscriber, that you get perks for exclusive goodies in those set titles.
possibly.
Oh, and they're all going to be in Game Pass. So
Well,
there's
that's it.
that.
But I mean, even like, you know, I don't know. Yeah.
I guess so. I'm of two minds on this myself.
All right. Spill it.
I'm split personality here. From the gamer standpoint, everybody wins, and they're not
Everybody
the only
wins.
one. And let's be fair.
Nobody loses. In this
Game
case.
Pass is about to get MLB The Show for the second time in Game Pass.
Day one.
Day one.
Mhm.
But that's not an agreement between Sony, though. Sony, it's not that Sony is being nice.
No, it's Sony being coerced.
Right. It's like, if you don't do this,
Voluntold.
you don't have the rights. Period.
Right now,
That's like that.
Bungie, Destiny will continue to be on Xbox. So this is similar, a similar deal here.
But that was more Bungie talking. I mean,
Yeah, they want to stay independent.
that was more the Bungie deal. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
you can acquire us, but we dictate kind of that deal, kind of.
I get that. So that's my one mind on this, is like there are some games now that are coalescing into this multi-plat thing, where I think De Niro said it. I believe any title that requires a huge community to be successful will stay multi-plat.
Yeah,
I
can
can
see
agree with that. I can agree with that.
And here's the thing: I'd rather have, like, you know, crossplay between, you know, consoles than with PC. To be honest.
Yeah, but you may get both.
Yeah, and we probably can't turn off anything.
Right, right.
Halo Infinite, anybody?
Yeah.
Hey, let's limit control input. No, you can't. Even that.
From a gaming standpoint, I'm fine with this. This doesn't affect me as a gamer. So,
I mean, why would it affect you as a gamer that it's available on another platform?
yeah, only if you are invested.
Some
Only if you are,
people, yeah.
if you're a console warrior, then
Well,
this affects you, because
you
it's
need to
your,
get a life if you're console
yeah,
warrior.
it's your favorite piece of plastic. And this does not affect me either. It's just a conversation point.
Yeah.
From the business standpoint, I'm unsure what this does to get people into the ecosystem. So the whole idea of this is to grow Game Pass. Let's be honest. That's their big thing. They want to grow Game Pass. And how do you grow Game Pass? You put games in there that people want, that you can't get elsewhere. So, all right, go ahead. Because you know where I'm going with this.
I think you're right about that, but I think they're looking much further than that, from the threat of, see, Amazon will buy this deal, or Facebook. What do you get? That might be disappearing from
Right.
from
If
your
Amazon-
whole ecosystem. Which I
Google
think is a
Google
bigger,
buys
is
them.
I don't know about Google. Is a strange animal.
No,
Yeah.
but I could see.
Google is unpredictable, but the whole gaming stuff and the Stadia is like,
Well,
they
but
kind of
think-
gave up on the gaming side of it and using it more as a technology
Yeah.
for businesses to license or utilize.
But
But
if you-
still, I mean, they could still all of a sudden say like, oh yeah, let's do this, and then they buy it, and then nothing happens, and then
or it's Stadia
Everything
only,
goes,
and
goes
that's how they re-energize Stadia is by making Call of Duty the only place you can play it is on Stadia.
Yeah,
They
I
had
mean
a chance.
that will just be bad.
Right. So,
And I don't think
At
that's
least
what
for Microsoft. So
Activision
from a
would
business
want.
standpoint, I think that's one of the primary reasons. And this, and the other reason it won't hurt to, kind of for the FCC saying like, hey, look, we're not bad guys.
Right.
Although I don't know if this is who knows how much effect it will really have.
Yeah, but the main games that are popular, especially those that are multiplayer, have big communities like Call of Duty, Diablo, and Overwatch 2, which is
Mm-hmm.
there's esports arenas
Yeah,
for that.
It's another big one.
So it makes sense to keep those multiplat, to keep those communities going on where people like to play those games. But the main thing, like you were saying, well, how does that help Xbox ecosystem and Game Pass? And I think it does, because those games are going to be in Game Pass. Plus, now Xbox gets the marketing on those games.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, it was successful for Xbox when they had marketing in Call of Duty in the 360 days. It brought a lot of people over. Playing online was pretty much the best place to play on 360 for Call of Duty, multiplayer games like that. And then things turned the other way around, where Sony took that marketing for Call of Duty and Destiny and Star Wars, Battlefront. And so people started, going that way because Sony had the marketing and it seemed like that was the place to go. So even though these games are going to be multiplat, Xbox is going to make sure they do the marketing to where, hey, the best place to play those games is on Xbox and Game Pass and our ecosystem. You can play on PC, you can play on the console, and you don't have to worry about, everything's progressive and cross-play, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to do everything they can to make it to where that's where you want to play it the best on. But if you want to play it on PlayStation and Nintendo, whatever, that's fine, So I think that would definitely help boost Xbox, where you're going to see Xbox in the titles now, and on the screen. Like now, you can play Major League Baseball, the show, and Game Pass, and you see Sony, right, when you pop it up, in the intro or whatever. So it is interesting, and just like later on, when you start playing Destiny, now you're going to see Sony in the credits or at some point or wherever, on Xbox. So, too, with that. So, it is interesting. But I do believe that Xbox is going to treat Activision Studios like they did all the studios they acquired from ZeniMax, where they're going to give them creative freedom, where, they have their main franchise games they're making, and that's what they want to continue. But they're going to give them a choice like how they want to do it. Who knows? They'll give all those Xbox studios that have been working on Call of Duty only a choice to, do they want to continue pumping it out year to year, where they keep, go, 1 year this studio and the other next, or do they want to adopt the model that's been trending lately, is the one big live service game that supported for about 10 years, and they can have a big team that will support with DLC throughout the 10 years, and some of the other studios can go jump on another game maybe they want to do, because I'm sure these studios have games that they wanted to do and they proposed to Activision, and Activision's like, nah, no, just keep doing Diablo and Overwatch. And well, we got Overwatch came, right? But I'm sure we're going to, so if those other studios are allowed to work on other projects, I can see those projects, depending on what it is, will be exclusive.
Also, they could have, exclusive modes, like what PlayStation has in Call of Duty. It's one of the modes. It was not on Xbox. I don't know if it ever came to Xbox, so maybe it was like 2 years later, and nobody has interest in it anymore.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But also like what Matt Byrnes said about, marketing is worth a ton too, especially like markets where Xbox is like, barely existing, but they see it like, hey, Call of Duty, if you have your advertisement or even the game itself or the esport tournaments and stuff, and it's like, hey, now it's Xbox. So, it's like, hey, what is it all about? And they look into it, and who knows?
And Lance Jenny made a good point earlier. He's like, you wonder if this means for older IPs, could they show up on Evercade or Amico? I think we have a better chance of that happening now that it's Activision is part of Xbox and Microsoft than before, because Activision pretty much pinch about that. So I think I would love to see where Amico and Xbox work something out to where, like we brought up before, Pitfall or maybe a River Raid, refresh and so on. And definitely you saw that they talk about working with Nintendo. So definitely like Diablo, that'll work. Diablo 4 would be great on the Switch. So it's interesting, and I think it's good. I think overall it's good for the gaming industry, and Xbox is definitely has put themselves in the right place. They've proven how they've handled big publishing acquisition of ZeniMax, and I think that's why Activision and the investors were confident. Let's go to Xbox and see if they're interested, and lo and behold, it's happening. So I think Xbox is the best, and Microsoft the best company to acquire Activision and keep it going. What's best of Activision, and then make improvements, right? So.
Yeah, and they were shopping around to be bought.
Oh, yeah, they were.
So it's like,
they wanted out.
I think in all scenarios, this is the best.
This is the best, yeah.
Because you know what happened? You know what people aren't talking about right now? They're not talking about their internal woes.
Nope.
So,
well, yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's getting settled in court, and I think some of the studios are happy to be under Phil.
Yep.
I mean, what at least what I've seen on Twitter is, from the people who work down there, was mostly positive, which is always a good sign. Like people are, excited.
And you know what? I want to show you something that speaks to that, and the reason I brought that up.
Duty calls.
I like Matt's comment. COD is the mistress no one talks about. Tons of people play it, but don't talk much about it. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hi to my brother, Big Block Plymouth. He came into a stream of mine one night, and we were talking about our kids, and him and I have a little something in common. So kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad he's here.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's great to see you. De Niro's been on fire with the comments too.
I know.
Nothing really changed except for Game Pass subscribers. Imagine how big the news would have been if prior to the acquisition it was announced that Call of Duty would be in Game Pass. It would have been huge. Yeah. Now it's going to be in Game Pass forever.
I think once it gets partially approved by the big one, like FCC, for instance, or whatever, then we might be able to see it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this up because we just talked about, the fact that stuff's not in the news anymore. So Brad Smith, who talked to CNBC, said the company intends to address these issues fully once the deal goes through and it's in control of Activision Blizzard. We're looking to the leadership team at Activision Blizzard today to make culture and workplace safety a top priority every single day until the day when this deal hopefully closes. Then we'll take over, and we need to make that same commitment. So it still kind of goes around Bobby Kotick, and we just don't know. But they want to keep the right people in power at Activision Blizzard. Does that mean that Myke Ibarra is going to stay?
Maybe.
Or get promoted. Didn't he kind of get promoted?
He did. He's the head of Blizzard.
Relationship with Phil?
Well, he worked for Phil.
Was it sour?
I don't know.
Or not?
I don't think it was. I think Myke. I'll be honest with you. There didn't seem to be much room for growth there, as far as you had Phil, then you had everybody else who was coming in to take Phil's spot. Phil's not done yet. I mean, he's gonna be there. He's not an old man. He's gonna be there probably another 20 years.
Possibly not. And if I think anybody, let's say, takes his spot, I could see Cerebral.
Well, that's just it. De Niro, Phil gonna drain the swamp. That's just it.
Hey, he might be more successful. Sorry.
Ibarra had an opportunity at Blizzard to move up, and I mean, look what happened. He's right now. He is the head of Blizzard. So I don't know that, and I could be wrong. I don't know that Myke Ibarra had any falling out with him. I just thought he saw. I thought he saw a position open up that could have made him, given him a path up that he couldn't get with Microsoft. So
I thought Rod Ferguson did tweet something.
I mean, what is Rod Ferguson's role at Blizzard? It's not as big as Ibarra.
No, it's not.
Well, he's in charge of Diablo. He's in that studio.
That's a good question. Did Rod tweet anything? I don't know if Rod tweeted anything or not. He's probably going. Please don't put me back.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't follow Ibarra either. So
I don't either.
I think as far as like Rod is like, I think for him it was like I think he felt, because he was on Gears at the beginning. He left and then he came back to help spear that.
Yeah.
And I think he just wanted to move on. Like I felt like he feels like he left it in a good position. So he wanted to go on and try something different. So I could see him still continuing with Diablo. If Diablo 4 does well, he'll continue on with that, maybe another one. And then Myke Ibarra, I guess if he's doing well, and if Phil feels like he can handle Blizzard, then he'll probably continue on with running Blizzard.
Maybe it's going to be the new coach that oversees both. That whole Activision Blizzard.
So you know what? We will see how much Phil does still like him.
Yeah. Because if he doesn't stay after the
true. And also the other way around too.
Yeah.
Myke Ibarra doesn't like Phil and whatever at all, then he will quit and go somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, remember, of the two, Rod Ferguson also was in the Power On series. So this will be interesting. I don't think either of them are going anywhere.
No, not right away. I think because they are valuable in helping with the transition.
Absolutely.
They know Microsoft, right? So I mean that will help too.
Microsoft.
I mean they know how they work, they know how they operate, and know the culture and all that stuff and what's expected from them.
That CEO, Kotek. He's not going to be there much longer, but I think they just can't push him out right now because he has too much. He's probably has a contract. There's a lot there.
Oh, he could walk away from
He's the board too. The board decides, right?
Right.
Huh?
The board decides.
Yeah. So I think.
So if he has the board in the pocket, the board is never going to do anything. So he's just going to ride it out.
Yeah. So
unless there's criminal investigation and he's being taken away in handcuffs, then.
And I don't see that happening.
No, but he's too powerful. It makes a lot of money, and I think they have to let the transition go through, and then they can Because they really right now they can't push him out until they are fully acquired.
I don't think right now it's wise to push him out, even though you want to. Because who's going to take that role in the meantime, you know? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. But it's weird that he's still there with all the legal issues and all going.
I don't think I don't think he's going anywhere until this is over.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it has to do with the acquisition and money and all that.
I mean, whatever happens, he ends up with a boatload of money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's walking
Even if
out
he
of
gets
there.
fired, he's like that doesn't.
He's
you know?
walking out of there a
he will, but
wealthy man.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of lawsuits afterwards.
I don't know. I just don't
try.
I just don't know.
Hey, what's up, Tool Man?
Oh. Just 1 second. I'm sorry.
So we still haven't heard anything on Diablo 4 when that's coming out,
We have not.
or even Overwatch 2, right?
Oh no, Overwatch 2 was shelved.
It was shelved.
Yeah, Overwatch 2 was shelved. Now, not forever. Just they put that on the back burner.
Yeah.
So, the last information on Diablo 4, they did a quarterly update in December. And that's it. Oh, welcome, Toolman55. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, nothing new yet. So, and Overwatch 2 isn't even on their site right now. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting back to and finishing up this Multiplat thing, and this is something that De Niro brought up earlier, and I wanted to redo this. Is this whole thing about keeping them Multiplat is a want or a have to do? So De Niro was basically saying, is this something they need to do because this is not like buying, because look, they didn't have to do this when they bought ZeniMax, and ZeniMax, I would argue, is just as big. Maybe not from a money standpoint, but they certainly had a lot of games and a lot of studios. They certainly didn't spend nearly as much money on it, but they didn't. And this is the other question I've heard people asking. I can't argue with this question. So if you're going to make Activision Blizzard titles available like Crash Bandicoot and Call of Duty and stuff, why are you gatekeeping Starfield and Redfall? Why aren't you putting those out on the PlayStation? That's a legitimate question.
Could be scrutiny.
Yeah, but why do we have to go back to that?
You keep bringing up Crash Bandicoot, but is it really that big, or is it more like the Overwatch and Diablo and Call of Duty?
Yes, on PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot is. Remember, that was their flagship title for a long time. Remember the.
But so was Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega,
But Sega wasn't. Remember, Crash Bandicoot went to Sega's headquarters. Remember that whole.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but the difference is that Sega was a hardware manufacturer who then went all third party. This is
true.
This is a hardware manufacturer buying up another publisher. It's a legitimate question. If you're doing this with Activision's games. Why aren't you doing this with Bethesda's? Which then begs the question, after Starfield, does Elder Scrolls go multiplat? Because they haven't even talked about Elder
Could
Scrolls.
be if it's like a big
Games
I think
as a
anything
service.
that requires a huge community,
Yeah.
it might.
And especially if they've already been working on that to be multiplat, and it would be.
But here's another thing: is like also like how much do they want to work multiplat? You know,
True. It should
I mean,
be.
with the whole ZeniMax Bethesda thing, it's they seem they preferred the Xbox systems.
Yeah, they definitely had a better relationship.
I mean,
with Xbox.
they had, you know, the quality was a little better. So to me, it seems like it was more preferred, and also like, you know, it was more a logical fit than Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, and Jesse Darby kind of says they need to go down to the table though until it's only that many Marvel IP on Xbox. This is
Well, here's the thing. Maybe it's leverage too.
Maybe. But if you think about it, there's no Spider-Man on Xbox. Wolverine, the new Wolverine game is not going to be on Xbox. And if the rumors are true, and I'm not saying they are, but there has been talk that Marvel and Sony are in negotiations to basically give Sony every exclusive Marvel game they want, all to be made by Insomniac. And Sony's not going to put those multiplat.
No.
I doubt that.
Why would you? You want people to you want, you know. So and that's what I'm saying from the business standpoint. Again, as a gamer, I think all Marvel games should be on multi-platform. I have no problem with Call of Duty being multi-platform. It should be.
Well, or at least the license for those characters. It
right,
doesn't
at
have
least
to be
the
the
license
same
for
game.
the character.
But I mean, we know Activision made a ton of Spider-Man games.
They did. They were the
So can they still
owned...
do that, or they cannot?
No,
if
because
they cannot, then
Marvel.
Right now.
Well, it depends.
Then
If Marvel has to license it out, somewhat like Lucasfilm is doing now, because Lucasfilm is farming out the Star Wars license and the Indiana Jones license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but I guess my point is, from a business standpoint, if PlayStation is the only place you can play Marvel games, what does Microsoft have to counter with that if Call of Duty can be played everywhere, if all of Activision stuff can be played everywhere?
Or is there another huge acquisition on the horizon? What if they would do the whole Warner Brothers shebang? Heck, buy the whole thing, including the whole thing.
Wasn't Lord of the
They
Rings
have the
up
license
for sale?
of whatever.
You know, Lord of the Rings was up for sale.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even though that's big,
Yeah.
it's kind
It
of.
is. That would be a smart one.
it would.
Well, and Amazon is making that game, right? Isn't it?
Amazon's making a
the
TV
movie,
series.
yeah.
They're doing a TV series or a movie,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
The Rings of
I
Power.
wouldn't be surprised if Amazon is going to end up
Probably.
obtaining
They
acquiring
might,
that stuff.
because I mean, they do. They're not gonna. I mean, they might not be heavily promoting Luna, but they're quietly.
Well, what's that game? That's extremely popular. That game on Steam. It was the most played game on Steam or
Some
simultaneous.
MMO game, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's not Lost Ark. I forgot what it's called.
Is it new?
Yeah, kind of. It came out about a year.
Yeah, I think it was very. Isn't that also the one that's very popular in Asia and stuff, and Korea?
Yeah. But to me, I think should be fair that the games that from Bethesda that are like Starfield and going to be exclusive to Xbox, I think that's fair because they both, PlayStation and Xbox, they have their deals where, like we're talking about Spider-Man, and then now that have this Marvel deal going on. You got Wolverine, you got Final Fantasy, something else. They're just exclusive to PlayStation. It is what it is. They have a great relationship. Some of those publishers, studios, and then plus the Sony side where they have that rights to Spider-Man, and they have a deal with Marvel and Disney, and so it works out in their favor. So it makes sense for them to, they invest in those and some of that stuff, and it makes sense for them to keep it exclusive. And then to me, it does for Xbox. They spend a lot of money on the ZeniMax deal, and they should get some exclusivity rights out of it on what they want. And it'll be one of those things, case by case scenario where, like y'all were saying, the Elder Scrolls 6 has a huge community, and they can look at the business view of it, where okay, let's make this Multiplat because it just makes more sense to have more people playing,
but
on multiple consoles, and so but
at least it's also on PC though, which is huge too.
This
So
is
it's
true.
not like it's not just like on that one set of plastic boxes. And now Sony is starting to go out of their plastic box.
They just need to do it day and date.
They're going beyond that plastic box as well.
Yeah.
So
they would make more money if they do it day and date.
Well, more money and more people playing it, and bigger player base. And
I just don't. They're slowly getting out that mindset of only on PlayStation console first.
Mm-hmm.
And just like okay, but it's like what's his name said. Well, I want our big exclusives to reach 20 million quickly or beyond. Well, the only way to do that is to be day of date on.
Yeah, you can do that with 120 million plastic boxes, because that's as much as you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unless you're Nintendo, where you get like a 50% of your user base will buy a particular title.
Yeah,
none of them can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's Nintendo. That's a special case right there. They
I get it. But it's just funny. And I asked this question before, and I think the answer stays the same. If Sony buys Activision, are they talking about keeping Call of Duty Multiplat? Maybe they do.
I would say no. Somehow I think no.
It all depends, because if Activision, they can also be like Bungie and say, look, we want to be part of Sony Studios, but we want Call of Duty to stay Multiplat. It's been successful, makes a lot of money in Multiplat. Let's keep it that way. Okay.
But Call of Duty is more than just one studio, though. It's a whole bunch together, and they make one game, and then it goes to the next, the other studio, and they're all supporting each other. And it's I don't see that one as a community as like Destiny.
Well, it's got a bigger community than Destiny.
Yeah, but it's a different. I mean, it's not as.
I mean, I know
maybe they're not as passionate.
It's just that it's just that people are so addicted to it. They're so used to playing it all the time.
Right.
And they have a choice where they want to play it, which console. So.
On what I said, like, here's Call of Duty, but if you play it on the, on the Xbox Game Pass, wherever that may live, if you play it on there, you get all these extra modes. It's like a drugs dealer,
They could be definitely.
Here's the light one of this particular drug, but we have something stronger, and They get addicted to it, and then they switch, and now you reel them in. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I hope this deal goes through, not for Microsoft's sake, because I don't care, but because it goes in Game Pass, and I'll be able to,
Exactly.
be able to play those games day one.
That's the big thing. Yeah.
That's my big thing. And from a game preservation standpoint too, because most of those games we can still play on our new current gen hardware.
Yes, this
And
is
I cannot
true.
say that for all the other platforms unless it's PC.
What's up, Born Distracted?
But that will be harder and harder because everything is now, a live services kind of game. So they don't live forever.
No, games as a service, baby.
Yeah.
Games as a service.
Where games come to die.
Okay. Well,
Kind
of. All right. So we will see what comes of this.
yeah.
There's, and I think who said it in the chat too. Oh yeah, Big Block. Staying exclusive can help grow your ecosystem, but multi-platform gives you more software sales on that individual title. You would think I would think they would evaluate each title for which is better for them. That is very, very true. That's,
And it's not really the sales of the actual title, but all the microtransactions around it. That's where they make their money.
Yep.
And that is huge.
It is huge. So. All right.
But here's another thing.
Yep.
They can also have some leverage, right?
They can.
About a bit, they can say like, yeah, we're putting it on your platform, but you're not going to charge me 30% of the sales. No, you get 12. That's it. Take it or leave it. Because remember, Phil also said the desire was to keep it on the PlayStation. That's what he said earlier. So
I'll tell you what, with this acquisition, and Xbox does a real good job marketing, Call of Duty and for Game Pass and Diablo 4 Game Pass and so on. Game Pass to get to 50 million a lot quicker now with this acquisition.
Oh, again, I think it depends on who you're going after. So this was what I was getting at in my original point. You're not going to pull PlayStation owners now because PlayStation owners can simply buy the game. So you're not getting people to cross over into your ecosystem. What you're banking on is new gamers.
But what about esports? Here's another thing. We haven't really touched on it. What about like esports? Now you're playing, your Overwatch on Xbox hardware.
Yeah. And Call of Duty now too, right?
And Call of Duty and this and that. Remember? That might be.
Yeah, and you're right, Mike. They're going to go after the new ones to convince them, but that doesn't mean that, current PlayStation gamers who are playing Call of Duty on PlayStation doesn't mean they wouldn't jump over. I mean, they did it from Xbox to PlayStation. I mean, most Call of Duty players are not loyal to any. They just play where their friends are at, and if their friends are convinced, and Xbox does a good job convincing people to play it there on Game Pass, and they could get some of those people back.
What about if it's not about this generation, but about the next generation?
Oh God.
Even though generations are becoming more, not as
that's where the
set in stone as whatever, but say any Series XX.
Yeah, well, that's where the mobile comes in handy because, you saw that Call of Duty mobile did very well, and I'm sure that's going to help.
Yeah, mobile's
transition, the whole deal with the cloud and everything. So right now, pretty much all your Game Pass games are cloud accessible, and a lot of them with touch control. So
Yeah.
They want to
Definitely
grow
gonna be
that market.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I think we've hit
Covered
this
it?
one all.
You sure?
I
One
think
more
so.
minute to 11.
60 more seconds of Activision Blizzard
60
talk.
more seconds. Yeah.
Well, the next topic is going to go pretty quick. So, I mean,
No.
my final word on this is, at least my final words on this is, again, I don't care because I also don't play Call of Duty. So, I'm not a.
Yeah.
Call
But maybe
of Duty
then you will.
Campaign.
it's free.
And Game Pass.
Well, if it's campaign, yes. I'm not going to play multiplayer. I'm not, not that I'm just, that's not my cup of tea anymore. If there's a good campaign, I will.
Campaign and Vanguard was good.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if you could experience that. And Cold War
And
too.
it is now
And
Mustang
that it is.
o'clock.
Topic
Yeah.
number 3. Nintendo Direct and the
Wait a minute.
eShop news.
Oh shit, I wasn't ready.
Oh, come on, lad.
Okay, I got it.
On that button.
I got it.
The one, you have one job to do is pushing those buttons.
I
and
did. I pushed it. You did not give me.
the heads
You
up.
didn't give me any.
No, but a Mustang did.
The Mustang did. You did not
Yeah.
give me
That's right.
any heads up on that. Okay.
My apologies.
So I actually have this in 2 different buckets here, even though it's one topic in 2 buckets. Oh, hold on. All right. So Dinero does ask the question while I'm switching images here. Quick rapid fire down the panel question. Your Phil, do you make Call of Duty campaign exclusive? Ooh.
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
I say why not?
Mm.
Ooh.
But then, yeah, who knows?
Chris?
So it's really the exclusive content I was talking about, kind of. It's
Right.
like, hey,
You know what?
Call of Duty is on PlayStation, the multiplayer, because that's everybody wants to play the multiplayer. But if you want to play the campaign, you got to play it for you, and that's not
You know
in a
what?
submarine.
I
That's
say yeah, because that right there, if you put some money in it and you listen to the studios, what they want,
Mhm.
and improve it,
And every other
and you
year
make the campaign
or 3
exclusive,
years or whatever.
and that could people. Well, now I got to go to Game Pass. Now I got to go to Xbox to play the campaign, and then if you like it, that might
Mhm.
keep you there to play the multiplayer.
Right. And they did
So
not
it's
lie about
incentive.
not having Call of Duty not on PlayStation, or because it is. It's just,
Yeah, because the
That's
majority of
true.
people play Call of Duty for the multiplayer. So
yeah.
I say
This
why
is
not?
true. I'd say yeah. I'd say do it. Why wouldn't you? That's how you get it. That's how you get it. All right. Now let's get to the next topic here. So, Nintendo. So I bucketed this into 2 different parts of a Nintendo discussion. First and foremost, we have, hold on the chat. Let me repop out the chat. Something happened to the chat there. Okay. So Nintendo had a direct on what, the 9th? It was like the day before last week's show. And I watched it, but I've got the main things that were talked about in it, and some interesting announcements, right?
Mhm.
And some interesting other things that we saw, and you guys, I wanted to see something real quick. Okay, so one of the big announcements was a new game coming out called Nintendo Switch Sports.
Ta-da!
So, an update per se to Wii Sports.
Yeah.
except on the
The
Switch.
most popular Wii game.
Yes.
Just
One
no
of the
me's.
most popular games.
No me's. Just Me Too's.
Yep.
No.
No, you can see that there's like real people.
Yeah.
But check it out. You still have some motion control there. So they're
Yeah.
still using the Joy-Con
Yeah.
in a place of
Whack-a-mole.
yeah. So yeah, Wii Sports was fun. Wii Sports was fun. Connect
Yes.
Sports was fun. I had a good time.
Why I picked up a reconditioned whatever Wii U just so I could play Wii Sports, but then HDMI and other stuff and just
Look at that Rocket League clone.
Well, look at this. We
I know it is Rocket League, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, you put the little band on. Hold on. You put the little band thing on your leg.
It's a little bit
And you
extra.
put the
and then you
Joy-Con
can
on your
kick.
leg. And you
Huh.
kick the ball. Look at that.
Interesting. Is that birdie?
I know. Nice little badminton, little volleyball.
Yeah.
Except the animation is kind of weird when they hit the ball and the ball all of a sudden like moves a little bit behind them and they hit them. Hopefully they've fixed that.
That looks cool though.
Yeah. Brother
Yes.
Yobi.
I mean, just for
Survival bowling.
by itself.
Right,
And this is what
survival
I said
bowling.
in last week's show. It's like, with the Amico is like, this is the very
could-
popular family game.
Yeah.
This Switch Sports.
Yeah.
So
And coming out in April. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't really, with the exception of Metroid Prime 4, which you still have never... seen. They don't typically announce things that aren't coming out right away. And they're going to add golf, it looks like.
yeah. Look at that. So you don't
and
need
there's
to
a
buy
playtest,
Mario
so-
Golf if you don't.
I want to pause here for a second because there was a play test that's starting tomorrow and going to the 20th. I read somewhere that this may not be compatible with the Switch Lite, which would make sense.
Oh,
Mm.
yes. Yeah.
well,
makes
think
sense.
about it. Watch some of this. Watch some
I
of this
got you.
again.
Yeah.
She's got the Joy-Cons,
Mm-hmm.
and the Switch Lite doesn't have removable Joy-Cons. Let me see. Hang on. Let me see. There's a little thing
I have
at
a
the bottom.
question. Can you sync the if you have a set of Joy-Cons, can you sync them to the light?
That's a good question.
Mm.
Can you sync Joy-Cons to Switch Lite? Um,
Because how else do you do that game where you
Yes.
have to milk
yes,
that
you
cow?
can. So you'll have to buy Joy-Cons.
Right. But then you can still play. But then on the other hand, it's like, why would you do it? Because you can't dock the light, right?
You cannot.
It's just pure handheld. So
Pure handheld. So you're not playing this on your TV.
yeah.
So, Brother Yobi's in the house. What's up, Brother
The
Yobi?
Yobi is in the house, and Dinero got to run.
Yeah. Night
Gotta
dinner.
put his son
Thank
to
you,
sleep.
brother.
Oh, so he's hopefully he
Oh, I
falls
got
asleep
you.
fast so he can jump back on. That's,
Okay.
That's true. All you can really do is play it in tabletop mode on the little
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really lend itself to the Switch Lite.
Not really.
So
But is that confirmed though?
what?
I mean, that you can't use a Switch Lite to play these?
I mean, you can if you connect Joy-Cons to it, I guess.
Yeah, but you
hang
can't
on.
play it traditionally with,
You can't.
you should still be able to use the deal to move around and hit with the regular controls.
Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just not motion, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how accessible Nintendo is for all people out there with different disabilities and so on. So not everybody would be able to use motion controls.
How did they do it with the Wii Sports?
But they used the Wii Sports controller.
No, but I mean, could you do that without moving? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if you could or not.
No, you had to, like in baseball, you had to swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no.
too bad they don't have that in here, the baseball. That was fun too.
I know. Who said that in the chat? Somebody just said that. Oh, yeah. Big Block said that. Excited for sports, but wish Home Run Derby was in this one. Hopefully it'll be added at a later date.
Too. Oh, yeah, hopefully, because they're also adding...
Oh, yeah, that one was good.
Golf. So they will add more to it. You know how they probably do it? You need to have the Nintendo Online, the special edition, whatever it is, the
right.
all-inclusive edition. Then you'll be able to get this DLC. Who knows? Hopefully not. That would be stupid.
Additional accessories may be required for multiplayer modes, sold separately. Software update required. Leg strap accessory required for some soccer gameplay, sold separately.
Sold separately? I saw on Target they had an all-inclusive kit.
Yeah.
But you got to get the kit. Right, you got to get the kit.
Yeah.
Well, they did that with the Wii also. You had different setups, like you play tennis or so.
Yeah. So it says software compatibility and play experience may differ on Switch Lite. Additional accessories may be required, sold separately. It may force you to buy Joy-Cons and the strap. Because it literally says, let me show you this. On the site, it literally says tabletop TV mode and tabletop mode, handheld mode is not supported. So in order to do that, I think you're going to have to buy the leg accessory, and you're going to have to buy a set of Joy-Cons.
For the light.
Yeah. So that's a little... Just saying. That's a little rough.
That's how they make their money.
That's how they make their money.
People go out and buy those Joy-Cons.
Yep. That's a little rough.
Yeah, even on Best Buy too, it includes a leg strap. So you get one. I don't know if you can play head-to-head and both need to have a leg strap. Don't know.
But that's what they did on the Wii.
The game is $49.99.
So that right there makes it a little bit more enticing. Oh, okay, $49.99. Oh, I have extra money. I can buy some accessories.
Yeah.
So it's smart pricing.
The $20 piece of elastic.
They want to appeal to the families. So yeah. I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
Get the daughter up front. Plus, it's smart. They did away with the Mii's. Of course, that was good for the Wii, but these character animations a little bit more up to date, a little bit more anime looking.
Yeah.
And my daughter would have more fun with these characters customizing.
They're still a little goofy, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah, that will be fun. It looks like you can play online too, right? So if you have it, we can play against each other.
Yeah.
And do some bowling tournaments here in the NLG.
Go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to buy Joy-Cons and a leg strap and play it on the kids'
Well,
Switch
bowling,
Lite.
you don't need a leg strap for the bowling, though.
No, don't need a leg strap for the bowling. So that is so Brian, it does not have traditional controls because it literally says does not play in handheld mode. So
there you have it.
No, so there you go. No traditional controls. So another game that they showed, and this is one that was, so it depends on who you talk to. Will depend on how contentious this is. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, yeah.
Has some new DLC. Full version of game required to use DLC, right?
Oh.
But the DLC appears to be just old
we cut off?
tracks brought up. Yeah, Chris?
There's nothing wrong with old tracks.
No.
I think Chris froze.
I think he did.
We don't know if he was impressed or not.
So this is the Booster Course Pass. So basically they're taking remastered courses from across the series and bring them into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Let me see if he dropped off. Did he drop off the call? No, he's just frozen. So that's why I say, depending on who you talk to, I'll tell you who's gonna love this. Seth and Spencer. Oh, we hear you, Chris.
What about you,
we
Myke?
just don't see you. I mean, I'm not a Mario. I mean, I play a little bit of Mario Kart Wii with the kids, but I don't play on their Switch lights.
Okay. I believe I might switch.
But I could see them loving
Actually,
this.
we played it during a community night with Nukem
Really?
and some others.
How did that work?
How did it work?
Yeah.
Well,
How was the experience?
oh, it was good. No issues.
Okay.
We didn't have a huge turnout, but unfortunately, but
But
yeah,
you
it was
can also
good.
get this as part of the. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit.
Expensive pack, not expansion
Yes.
pack. Expensive pack.
The expensive pack. Yeah. $79.99 for 12 months.
Yeah. And what's the cheaper one? Forgot what it was.
$49.99 for the individual.
No, I know, but the online family, I think it's like $40, $39.99, I think.
Oh, plus expansion pack. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'd have to go and look.
They made this way too expensive and too crazy. But it's Nintendo.
It is Nintendo.
Nintendo gets away with anything.
Question is that per month or is that per year?
That's per year. For 12 months, it says.
That's not a bad deal. Because remember,
The family
expansion
membership
pack-
is pretty cheap because my family membership, we have about 8 people in it.
I mean,
But I pay $40 each year, and that's my contribution too.
you still get the Nintendo 64, the Genesis games, the Animal Crossing, Happy Home DLC, Happy Home Paradise.
Yeah. Maybe if I feel like it, I'd go for that and spoil everyone in my family.
Chris is rebooting his computer.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, while he's rebooting. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
So there's that, and that's so again, if you are, I know people who are like, I got to pay for old courses, but I know a lot of people who are like, hey, some of these courses I really liked, and they're courses across. Let me bring that back up. Let me see if I can bring up the list here. I mean, they're courses across some crazy good games, all the way back to the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, but now you have them in a modern, with a fresh coat of paint. It's too bad they don't give you those courses on a card that you load. So only digital, right?
It's only digital.
Oh, that's a shame.
All right. Well, I kind of want Chris to kind of sound on this a little bit because he's a Nintendo guy. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I did snag a video for congratulations, Switch owners. You guys are getting MLB The Show 22 you did not get MLB The Show 21. So this is your first. This is your first look at your first baseball game that's not Mario Baseball.
Yeah. Go Game Go, Jeff, he did participated in a test on the Switch. And he was not impressed with the visuals.
Yeah, I'm not impressed looking at this video.
Oh. He says it's worse than RBI baseball.
What? Wow. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, the graphics here don't look good. Let's. I mean, look how choppy it is. Let me go back to the beginning of this. The graphics look. Well, that doesn't. I mean, that's not choppy. That's a real person.
Yeah.
All right. Please take a look at this. Please clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
Maybe it's just me.
You should have just done this as a streaming service, cloud-based game.
Oh, look, it's. I can't play the audio, or Nintendo will find us out and strike us. Now,
Yeah.
Let me see if Chris is back yet.
Is he green?
He is green. I mean, there he is.
There he is. He's back.
Hello.
Hello. Just in time to watch some really crappy MLB The Show footage. It doesn't look good.
Uh-oh.
Dan! What's up, Dan? But it is cross-platform, so you can... It is
Yes.
cross-play.
Was it not crossplay before last time?
It wasn't on Switch last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is the first time it's coming to
This
Switch.
is a Switch version we're looking at.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Comes out April 5th. Which is funny because if you watch this, it says game footage not final. It comes out April 5th, and it's almost the end of February. Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
So, what else did I pull?
What Niall likes to say, you can't polish a turd.
Right. Oh, get him. Greet our Russian friend.
There we go.
What else did I pull? So I don't know much about this game, and maybe Chris, you being the big Nintendo guy, can teach us the ways of footage shown from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The ways of Earthbound. I don't know anything about Earthbound.
No.
What?
I would say don't do too many drugs. It's the only drug you see on Nintendo.
No, I don't know this game.
Huh. I thought this was an older... Yeah, well, this was a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, but I didn't play it.
What kind of Nintendo guy are you? Here we go.
We were poor.
Well, we'll
My brother
finally
didn't
find
steal
out.
that.
Here we go. Here's the SNES version.
I don't know what happened. Our neighbors didn't have it to borrow. I don't know.
Dan, I thought, well, not good on the Xbox One. I had an Xbox One X, and I had the I had the Series X by then. And I'll tell you what, the show ran great on the Series X. So I don't know anything about this game, except that it was a role-playing game developed by HAL Laboratory. So the original came out in '94. I bet Go Game Go would have been able to tell us about this.
Yeah, 94. I was already out of high school.
So I'm curious because there has been some thoughts about how much this game is worth. Let me take a look.
Too much?
I don't know. Earthbound. Using my handy dandy. Holy shit. Using my handy dandy Game Eye app. This can't be right. This can't be.
All right.
I don't know. You guys can't see this because the camera doesn't. According to Game Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, expensive isn't the word. So, loose, just the cartridge is worth $350. $350. Complete in box, $2,476. And if you have a brand new, unopened, sealed copy, $8,000.
But what good is that? It's a sealed copy. It's worth a lot of money. So if you want it, you pay a lot of money. You can't even play it because as soon as you open it,
that's when you just download the ROM and emulate it and just say, I own it.
I guess.
No.
But Nintendo still comes after you for emulating.
And Pace says, I assure you it is likely more expensive than that app says. So apparently there is something special about this game.
Maybe that's why they brought it out.
I'm gonna look on eBay real quick because that's
and if it
insane.
first came out '94, I mean, my mind was already on other things by then.
Yeah, somebody is selling it online for $2,700.
But it's an opened.
It's opened, but it's in a case. Somebody is selling what I'm guessing is a repo for $60. It's got to be a repro.
Yeah.
Because they can't be that stupid. Or you're getting, it says Earthbound game cartridge with box and plastic sleeve.
So here's another thing. So you buy a sealed copy. You don't even know if the case will actually contain the cartridge. Then you don't even know if it's an original one.
Whether
it might look sealed, but who says it's not?
Yeah, but if you sell it for $8,000, the person who buys it doesn't either.
Yeah. And then they'll just resell it, not knowing, and
shrink wrap it themselves.
Yeah, I see. To Paste's point, I see just the cartridge, $450. Box cartridge and tray, $11.75. Good grief! Complete in box. Near complete, battery mod, 5 out of 6 stickers, free case, still $2,500.
Wow.
Oh, and then here's just somebody. Oh, I got to show you this. This is just somebody that is just ridiculous. Here you go, Paste. You're going to love this. Graded, unused.
Wow.
Certificate of authenticity.
At home. Printed on a home printer?
$20,000. Or make an offer. I gotta hold on.
But you have 30-day returns.
Has anybody?
Look at this.
Wow.
What about a Fortnite graded?
That's a free game. Let's see.
I think I have still one for the PS4 and it's still shrink wrapped. You'd sell it.
Well, this guy's got ratings. Of course, nobody bought it. That's hilarious.
All his friends bought it and resold it to him.
Oh, by the way, Jan, I didn't get copyright struck for the wrestling video for my WWE, I got copyright claimed. There's two different things. So copyright strike means that I get a strike on our record. We can't live stream. That's different than a copyright claim. I got copyright claimed because every freaking wrestler intro music in the game and the opening theme are all licensed, and the WWE doesn't let you play licensed music, even though it's in their game. So I got copyright claim, which basically means I can't monetize it, and you can't watch it if you're in Sri Lanka and a couple of other overseas countries. So anyway, so I don't know anything about Earthbound, but there it is. I don't think I really grabbed anything else of note. Oh, Mario Strikers Battle League, since we were talking about Mario stuff. Yeah. Then this looks fun. I kind of like not actual gameplay footage. Yes, we know.
Bad. That's baloney.
I know.
How's it gonna look then?
Well, not like
just
this.
Like that, sir. Oh, sure. Why not? Is this Rocket League?
Right.
Mario Rocket League?
Yeah.
These games tend to do really well. Yeah, it is, Jan. I'm not a fan of YouTube in that regard. They do suck that way. Oh, here we go. Here's the actual gameplay.
You sure about that?
That's what. Well, that has to be.
Yeah.
Man, why you kick your brother like that?
That's cool. I mean, you use some of the each character's special ability, and then you got the banana and the stuff like that from Mario Kart.
Yeah. I play against the CPU and I cheat like whatever, yeah. So you never be able to win. Yeah.
By the way, I have been looking.
At?
We have crossed 4,100.
Congrats.
Up to the 5K.
That's the next goal.
Next goal.
Can we get to 5K before next week's Rocket League battle? We have to figure out I got to find out from them what they're going to be playing on. I'm assuming they're going to be playing on PC. We got to figure out how to.
Yeah, so we can.
Might have to do
make
a little.
Sure we're set up. It's not crossplay. It is crossplay.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. This looks good.
Yeah, that could be fun.
But is it going to be $60 worth of fun? That's the question.
Is it really $60?
Probably. Like all the games are typically $60.
Well, except for new sports.
Switch Sports, yeah. Now we got lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so cheap. Must suck.
Well, they want you to buy the accessories.
What's up, Big Family Gamer?
Probably.
Gaming? What's going on? I don't think I grabbed anything else because those were kind of the big things. There was a Xenoblade Chronicles 3. None of us really played Xenoblade. Do you play? You don't play Xenoblade, right?
No.
Okay. So the big ones that I got out of the direct were Nintendo Switch Sports, Mario Kart Deluxe 8's DLC, all the packs.
I'll probably get both of those.
Earthbound, which none of us know. MLB The Show, and Mario Strikers. So now to the bad news.
That's the bad news.
Oh, this has caused a little hang on. Let me bring up the news article here. So in 2023, tell you what, I'm gonna let the Nintendo Sports video play while we talk about this, because I really don't have anything other than just what the news is on it. So in 2023, in March, the 3DS and Wii U shops are closing digitally. So you will no longer be able to buy any Wii U or 3DS games on a digital store, on the eShop.
Are you able to still download them?
Free content will no longer be available for download, including some game demos and apps. Prior to closing the shops on the Wii U and 3DS family of systems, Nintendo will begin to shutter related services as well. So, thank you, Big Family Gaming. Just got home and chilling. Glad to be here. Well, welcome, and
Nice.
We're glad that you're here.
Yes, sir.
So here's what's going on. Starting on May 23rd, you will no longer be able to use credit cards to add funds to an account. Then on August 29th, you will no longer be able to use a Nintendo eShop card to add any funds to an account.
Okay.
But they will let you redeem download codes until March 2023. Users who link a Nintendo ID wallet for Wii U and 3DS with a Nintendo account wallet, which is for Switch, can use the shared balance to buy content on all three systems until March of 2023. After that, the balance can only be used to purchase content on Switch. Okay, so to answer your question, Peter, Nintendo does say that 3DS and Wii U owners will still be able to re-download games and DLC, receive software updates, and play online after March 2023 and, quote, for the foreseeable future. So you won't lose access to what you've already bought.
Okay.
You just can't buy anything new.
Right.
The Wii U stuff, probably not a big deal. The 3DS stuff, I mean, people are still playing 3DS.
You can still buy those, can't you?
They still, yeah, you can. So why is this happening? This is on Nintendo's FAQ. This is part of the natural life cycle for any product line as it becomes less used by consumers over time. Make sense? But it does say for the foreseeable future, it will still be possible to re-download games and DLC, receive software updates, and enjoy online play on Wii U and Nintendo DS family of systems. What are the odds the foreseeable future isn't that far away?
That's just another year, and then they give you the middle finger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not even that. 6 months. You don't know. Basically, that's it.
So this gets a little. So if someone visits the eShop and wants to download something, let me bring this up. Let me just bring this up since I can.
Oh, but now we're missing this great title.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring you Wall of Text. That's its own game. Wall of Text.
Wall of Text.
Yeah, let me get...
Now available
okay.
for the Nintendo Switch.
If someone visits the Nintendo eShop and wants to download something after late March 2023, what will they be able to do? They will be able to re-download content they own, download existing software updates. On both platforms, users will not be able to purchase any content. On 3DS, this includes paid content, plays, and passes in software, such as the Street Pass Me Plaza, Theme Shop, Nintendo Badge Arcade, and Pokemon Bank. On Wii U, this includes passes and software such as Wii Sports Club. You will not be able to download demos, download free-to-start software, redeem a download code, add funds to their Nintendo eShop balance. On Nintendo 3DS, users will still be able to download a small number of free themes from the theme shop. So there you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it. Any thoughts? I don't know that I have thoughts. I know people are freaking out about this from a game preservation standpoint.
Yeah.
Well, game preservation does not really, in my opinion, include buying new titles. But I guess it does. I don't know. I don't know why. Here's the thing. Why are you still able to download the game if you bought it, right? But you
But not
cannot
buy it.
purchase.
That's a great question.
Especially when it's a Nintendo game. I can see for third party, etc., licensing, you name it. But these are Nintendo titles and stuff, right? So I don't know. It seems lame.
So Big Family Gaming just said, I'm glad I completed the Wii U North America set in 2019.
What's the Wii U North America set? All the games?
Whole, yeah.
Nice. So do you have it digitally or physically? I mean, physically, you could use it forever then.
I guess.
Yeah,
but you make a great question. Maybe they're just maybe part of it is because they're cycling out the e-commerce part of it. And don't forget,
but it's already tied to your same thing as you use on the Switch. Why can't you keep using that then?
Don't know.
I mean, I can see you don't want to do the other ones due to security, and updated payment system, jazz, whatever. But at least have,
That's a great question. I mean, I want for people that missed that, repeat that question about downloading.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you can download the game, why can't you purchase said game? Even if it entails to using the new way, that you use on the Switch, that wallet or whatever it is. Because right now, that's what you could do. Seems very lame.
It does. That's what a great question.
It's like they don't want to. Really?
No.
But it seems like it's like, we're not going to bother.
Jan, as much as I would love that, Keiji Inafune would never come on our show. So, Nick, of course, is always welcome. So. And don't forget, this is the one thing that I will say. The Wii U and the 3DS, you could still buy all those games physically. So it's just the digital store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you have to find those games. They're not readily available.
But can you mention because, fast forwarding in the future, you have your Switch and you want to play the added tracks that you just bought, Mario Kart tracks. Now you can't buy them later on.
Yeah, they just want to move. They just want to move everything onto the Switch.
That's really what I want.
It's like, and possibly.
Do you think they're going to emulate those games?
They could. I mean, put in their online. They'll keep adding, right?
Yeah,
it's possible.
I don't know.
How many are there? A lot of Wii games that are on the Switch now? Are there any?
I have not noticed.
Okay. So what would they?
Someone in the chat might already know that. Yeah. But I've always paid attention to the NES and Super NES, and they've added Nintendo 64 stuff and Genesis too. Recently, right? So, they want everybody to move to Switch, and I'm sure at over time they're going to be bringing some of these titles that were only on 3DS or only on Wii or Wii U, whatever. Now you can start playing them on Switch at some point. And some aren't already there, so.
That's if. The big if.
It is, yeah.
So Pace says they aren't closing it because they don't want you to buy them. They're closing it because it costs them a lot more money than it makes. But they're still keeping it open for you to re-download. That's what I think the issue is.
But it's cheaper to have it that way than, like someone saying, having to pay for the transactions and all that.
That's what I'm saying. They're shutting down the e-commerce piece of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But right now it's already tied to that wallet that you use for your Switch.
Is it? Oh, yeah. But they want to cut that off.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I can see that you no longer accept the old payment methods, whatever it is. But, and maybe you have to, add funds to your wallet through the web or some other means.
Yeah.
But at least you can still do it. I don't know. I think they could, they took the easy route, and that's like, hey.
Well, they just don't have the money or the infrastructure to manage all this. Like Xbox, you can still go online on the 360 and buy games there, and then if you then go to your Series X, and you can probably download it if it's PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all tied to your account, so the way Xbox does it, no matter what.
Well, you have just about a year to get all the games you want. So.
Yeah.
And then it's time, it's like, oh, it was more popular than we thought it was. We're going to extend it.
No. All right. I think we've run this into the ground.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Nintendo sucks. We came to the conclusion.
Wow.
Except for the sports. Actually, no. I watched GoGameGo the other day, and he was playing that new retro football game.
Oh,
and I'm interested in that.
Wasn't it Tecmo Bowl?
No, it's not Tecmo Bowl. It's similar to Tecmo Bowl, but it's got some different elements to it. Where like you only play on offense. The defense is like it auto simulates, and then when you finish the game, you go into like management of the team franchise and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that part kind of interests me too. So it's kind of cool.
Okay.
So there's some couple games on the Switch. I'm interested, so I might be doing some Switch streaming someday.
Well, we will definitely take that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
supposed to be the Nintendo guy, right? So I need to.
You're supposed to be the Nintendo guy, but you don't know what Earthbound is.
Yeah, like I said, 94. That was not on my mind. Plus, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't have appealed to me at the time. Now, if I had got it for free and I was playing it, maybe it would have, been good. But no.
Hey, didn't that look like a baseball field? When they had an overview of all the stadiums down here?
Oh, let me back up. Hold on, let me back it up.
Yeah, back up a little bit and pause.
Back it on
Somewhat
up.
on the lower right. It looked like a mound to me, but maybe I'm just visual. Yeah, right here.
No? Is that baseball or is that? Hang on.
In the lower right, they don't have anything.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is.
It's a baseball field and work.
Maybe.
What's the circle though? This other image. The circle is what's throwing me off.
I know, that's weird.
Yeah.
No. Plus, there's no golf course, so
Yeah, true. It's just a neighboring city.
Yeah, the way they have it laid out, they can add to it.
Yeah, they should.
They can move. They
Because that
can
was
move
fun.
the.
Remember you
Like
have
over
to
here,
you
this
have to
part of
throw
the
the pitches and stuff. That
They
was
can
fun.
move to the right. They can move that screen
Yeah.
to the right, and you could have like a baseball stadium.
Yeah. A lot more stuff. It's good stuff.
All right. So that's all the topics we had for tonight. But I did want to touch on something before we called it a night. And it looks like this could be the
Hey,
second.
we have to do the wheel, right?
We've
Yep.
got to do the wheels. Yeah. Did you, Chris? Did you get everybody else?
No. Plus my computer crashed, so if I did have everybody, it would be gone.
Uh-oh.
Because I had to reboot everything. It like restarted, like updated on me.
Wait, where the hell did my wheel of fish go? Hang on.
Having
Oh, there it
real
is.
Technical difficulties.
Do the membership this time, and then next week we do the other one.
Okay, that sounds good. And I got to add Yobi because Yobi's here. Okay, so this week we'll do a membership stream, a membership giveaway, and
Yeah.
and then next week we will give an overall giveaway. Hey, what's up, Big Man Mo?
Yeah.
All right, let me bring
So
up
hit
the
that
wheel.
notification bell so you know when we're live.
Yes.
Sweet.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And you too will know.
No,
when the...
back. It's not going to be another 1 a.m. podcast.
Nope. But did I got to get back.
I mean, if you guys want to keep going until Parent Plug comes in, but I'm not gonna be able to make it down.
No. Hold on, I gotta get back in here.
Yeah, because he's back from the dead.
Yep. Okay. All right. So what we have is our membership, our Friends of NLG member spin. All of our Friends of NLG who are in the chat tonight is eligible to win. And what are we giving away tonight for one of our wonderful members?
They have a choice of an NLG hat, shirt, or a mug, or any GOG membership.
Thongs?
Our friends on there, yeah.
Underwear?
Retro Renegades, yeah. Why not?
Why not? Oh, okay. So we want to, of course, say thank you to all of our Friends of NLG channel members. It is, this is why we do these, to try to, for two reasons. Number one, to give back to you guys. Let me see if I can make this wheel any bigger. Not that big. To give back to you guys for being so generous as to, there's plenty of places you could throw down your $2 a month, but you throw it down on us. And the two things that I want to say about our membership is, number one, it allows us to give back to you by by doing giveaways. And these giveaways support Jay Williams, Graphic God, our very awesome graphic designer who has done all of this stuff and who quietly told me the other day, I've been working on your new design. So apparently we have an upgrade to our show coming. Yeah. And that, that came right out of the blue. So yeah. Every time we do one of these giveaways for our Friends of NLG members, it supports you guys as the community, as that community, and it supports Jay. So if you're interested, it's not a requirement, as everybody knows, but just hit that join button. We have one tier. It's $2 a month. We do giveaways, but you also get to use all the cool emojis, and you see all the emojis on our folks here in the chat. Yes, that is an Amico emoji, because we are never giving up hope. But we also
it'll stay in there regardless if it ever comes out.
You know what? It will. It's going to stay in there.
Yeah.
But I do have to add a Commodore 64. So I may have to pull out some emoji and replace it with a Commodore, or we get 10 more members.
We don't care about that.
Careful.
Don't you disparage my Dreamcast. Don't you disparage Dreamcast.
Just take out the NAS or the SNES.
Yeah.
Mm.
You also get you that Game Boy could probably go. Oh wait, no, I do have it in there. I have the Commodore in there. It's the last
yeah,
emoji.
you do.
Yeah, I
the
do.
Little bread
Yeah,
bar.
there it is. I knew I had added it for you.
Maybe I added the Ouya.
There you go. I'll replace since Classy Gaming Fun is all about the Ouya now. I'll replace his 7800 with that. So, but seriously, the our friends of NLG also get to see our recorded videos. What little we do of them, but the recorded videos we make, we get those to you at least 2 days early to check out before everyone else. That does constitute our monthly, Seth and my monthly video games monthly box. Any of the NLG spotlights I do, those come to you early. So, channel members, let's go. I'm going to shuffle you guys up.
Shovel it.
Ooh, a Turbo Graphics. That's a good point. All right.
Why not?
I have the Turbo Graphics Mini.
And here
There's an Amiga Mini coming out in April.
go. That's right, the Amiga Mini. Here we go.
Never had a Amiga.
Winner, chicken dinner is
It is?
Thomas Bryant.
Oh my
Congratulations,
goodness.
Thomas. If you are
Ooh,
still
nice.
in the chat, congratulations.
joined,
I
too.
will reach out. I know who I've got his Twitter. So I
Okay.
will if he's not in the chat, he was in the chat. That was the rules was you're in the chat for at least a good bit of the night, and he was. That is awesome.
And
Bring back
on Twitter,
Cinemaware.
he's lazy gamer, right?
Yep.
Okay, I got him.
Cool. So he is the big winner. We will do an
Cool.
all hands next week for all folks in the chat. So not just our members, but we'll do an all chat next week. So make sure you're with us. And actually, you know what? Even though we're doing the Rocket League night after the Rocket League culling,
A halftime show. Oh,
the
no, after.
halftime, perfect. At
There you go.
halftime, we will do a regular giveaway for anyone who is in the chat, and that is that'd be great. Good call. Good call. So congratulations, Thomas, and we'll get a hold of you to get that to you.
Awesome sauce.
Before we head out, I did have one other thing. There was a clarification of something that I think has to be talked about very, very quick. De Niro, I missed all the fun Nintendo talk. I'm sorry. There was a report coming out of a kind of town hall call that EA had about why Battlefield 42 failed.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, there was a lot to that call, but there was a potential account from a site called Xfire that says there might have been somebody there that attributed to Battlefield 42 struggling because Halo's surprise multiplayer launch came out right before the launch of Battlefield. But EA is now saying that's not accurate. So,
good. Because that was like very laughable.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a statement to PC Gamer, EA Communications Vice President John Reserberg said, "These stories are not accurately capturing the discussion and the context, which was an in-depth and very humble internal conversation about the recent Battlefield launch. It was about key learnings and actions we are taking, not blaming external factors." So I just wanted to point that out, that they have said,
yeah, if the game was good, that would have not. Then Halo would not have mattered.
right?
Yeah.
Because you and I would have played both.
Yes, sir. We
So,
would.
Yeah, and I like Battlefield too. So I mean,
Yeah, how much skill bound De Niro? Not.
No.
Long
ship
live
has sailed.
Scalebound.
Speaking of that, do y'all believe in the rumors of Platinum Games and them reaching out to Xbox One and to?
Well, they might be in need for some money, maybe,
It
perhaps.
seemed like it, right?
But
What did I tweet out? Remember, I tweeted something out about that. Let me see if I can pull up that tweet. It's been because Scalebound kept trending on my Twitter. But hang on, let me see if I could pull this tweet up because it's funny that you say that.
Yeah.
I think we're going to 1 a.m. though.
No, we're not, because I'm gonna find
it.
Parent Pluck is gonna show up.
Yeah.
Parent Pluck is gonna show up. Here it is.
Oh, I forgot to post a link to where he typically looks at things. So,
so I said,
oh,
it's 12 o'clock Mustang.
That's the fourth time. It's been about 4 hours already. I swear.
So this is what I said. Am I the only one that has seen the statements the last couple days from Platinum Games? Because they talked about they need to change into games as a service. They need to, right? And then, Kamaya-san saying, oh, I want to make Scalebound, please. Daddy Phil, let's do this.
Did he say that in English or?
He said it in English.
He said Japanese only.
He wants to come back, and he repeated it in an interview that they want to finish this game. So this is why. So I said,
they don't want to
close
shop.
Only
is
one?
what I'm reading between the lines.
Yep. Am I the only one that thinks that they're low-key asking Microsoft to acquire them? Now, I'm not going to claim to be Lord Sostradamus from the Iron Lords, who predicted correctly the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Shout out to Lord Sovereign from the Great Iron Lords. But, account, I think you're in the wrong show, man. You're in the wrong place.
Yeah, we're not a cooking show here.
Yeah.
He's got some issues down there.
He does. You know what? You would be great in Noof Nukem's chat on Gaming After Dark. Do you guys think that they're low key trying to that they see the writing on the wall and they're like, we could be part of Microsoft.
Yeah.
All right, so with that in mind, rapid fire question from De Niro down the panel. Your Phil, do you acquire Platinum if the price is right? Peter?
What IP do they own? Anything that's worth the price of admission?
Yeah. Let me see what. Hold on. Let me see what else they own. That's a good question. I think you're getting them more. I think you're getting them more for their development studio than you are for their games. That's just me.
Yeah.
So what they have is Babylon's Fall, which is coming out in March.
No idea what it is.
Bayonetta, The Wonderful 101, Astral Chain, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. They have Nier Automata. Transformers Devastation, Legend of Korra. Now Transformers, they don't own the Transformers IP, but
right. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna cut you short. I'm gonna say no.
Okay. And Nintendo might be the publisher of Bayonetta, so it's possible that they don't own the IP. But I thought they did because they made all three. And Bayonetta 1, no, because Bayonetta 1 was Multiplat. So I think they own Bayonetta. All right, so Peter says no. Chris?
Yeah, I would say get out of here.
All right, Chris?
I say no because what happened with the Scalebound situation. If that game had came out and it was successful and they did a good job. I would say, they deserve it. But then again, Xbox, the studio that did the Psychonauts, Xbox didn't work with them on the first one, right? But then now here they are. So, but then again, business-wise, and you want a foot in Japan, you want a studio in Japan, they have some decent developers there, and they got some IP. So that would help them in Japan, where they have a steady flow of those Japanese titles.
So I'd have to know what the price would be.
Okay, Dinero said, would Platinum be a steal if you could acquire them for the same amount as Insomniac was? Insomniac was about, what was it, 350 million or something?
Yeah. For that price, I would say
yeah. How do you say no? 229 million.
229. There you go.
How do you say no to that? You can't. If Platinum came to Microsoft and said,
if they own the near IP, maybe.
I think they do.
If not, then I would say definitely no.
But Paste is saying what I'm saying. They're more of a dev team than an IP house. They would be buying them for their dev capability. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm not convinced of their dev community. Hey, good night, brother Nick. We're almost out ourselves. We're pretty much done here ourselves. I mean, they're not Insomniac by any stretch.
No.
So.
I mean, yeah. If they can pull off Scalebound, then why would we think they can pull it off now?
Right.
Yeah.
So you didn't do it for Scalebound.
No, they're not doing it for Scalebound.
Yeah, I think it's still a no for me.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think
I don't think we need to. I don't think Microsoft needs bodies.
No, and I don't think, and they definitely don't need Platinum.
Yeah.
Platinum is having to change their model because their games aren't selling. Let's be clear. They are currently failing. That is why they have to change their model.
Yeah, they haven't really been successful.
So.
And they want to get and they're going to chase that live services thing. And no. They're failing.
Yeah. No, I don't want them.
Maybe pick up the IPs once they are up for sale. Just IPs. Near. That's it.
I don't know if Game Pass can help De Niro because Nier Automata was in Game Pass, and I don't think it did numbers.
I think it still is, right?
It may still
be.
Is.
It still is. Actually, if you get a Chivo in that one, you get 500 reward points. But yeah.
And they did Vanquish. I've heard some people, like J Street. That was one gem that he liked less.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing.
People should listen to Lance Jennings.
People should
support his channel and smash the like button.
Don't kill your keyboard though, because we'll need you to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hit that bell first. At least you get a notification.
Yes.
Thank you, Lance, brother.
Brother Lance. Well, I think it comes up in a second over on the right-hand side of our logo there. Hit that notification bell. So, that's that.
De Niro, we're a positive channel. There are no dislikes here. You know it.
That's right.
Oh,
hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. Oh, there's our. Ooh, Bree Kelly abs. As long as they hit the like button.
And subscribe, comrade. Like and subscribe.
All we ask. That is fantastic. You know what would be really funny is if that back was a link to the Russian Rick Springfield Never Gonna Give You Up video.
Yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
All right, I think we're done. I think we did this. We did
We
a
did.
thing. And
We did a
we're
thing. And
just
that
over 3 hours.
yeah.
Oh,
It's not even 1 a.m. yet.
It's not 1 a.m. We are just over 3 hours. We have done it, boys. And
Back
just
from
for
the dead
the
might be disappointed, but hey, can't please
That's-
everybody.
you can't please bear. Parent Pluck's going to come on and go, where is everybody?
No,
Yeah,
because I
what
forgot to
happened?
post a link.
But Pluck knows we're on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I know, but he probably needs a link to click on.
He could, subscribe and hit
Yeah,
that
hit that
notification bell.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, he could do that.
He should do that.
He should. All of you should. If you have not subscribed already. In fact, we are, let me see. We were 1 subscriber away. Nope. We now have 1,490. We are 10 subscribers away from 1,500.
There you go. Look at that.
1,500. We're almost there.
So close.
Almost there. And now I want to go back and see again where we are with our video.
Where are we with our video?
We are at
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
4,173 views.
Mm.
On our way to 5,000 views.
5,000 views.
Always a good
Yes.
time. I missed Nintendo Talk, so really didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
So thank you, De Niro, brother. Love you, man. And all of you guys, everybody who swung in here. Who's left? Big Family Gaming's still here. Big Block, Brian F., Brother Yobi, Brother Back, Brother Paste, Brother De Niro, Brother Nile, who is still up, Brother Lance. Time to sub with your alt accounts. That's right. We'll take an alt account. Just don't get it banned, or we'll dip back under.
Yeah.
Take all of your alt accounts and click that like button. No, I'm
And
not
the
really
bell,
saying to
so
do
you
that.
don't
I'm
miss
not
it.
really saying to do that.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to paint the walls again. You know why?
And we're like Sony. We want organic growth.
That's right. Organic growth only. You know what I've just noticed? My background walls now mix in to the background
yeah.
of the show. Now I look
Yeah.
like
And
I'm
it's beautiful.
floating.
It's like you're in the show.
I'm in the show.
Classic.
I'm truly Peter's in the game. I'm in
Yeah.
the show.
There you go.
So, but shout out to everybody who's hanging.
What show?
Nick already left, but MLB the show.
MLB the show.
MLB the show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh,
what-
there he is.
What? There's Pluck. See, he did not miss it after all.
No, he
Peter
must have
said you
clicked that bell.
required. Peter said you required the link. I argued that you would find like a cat that finds its way back home. You would find your way to our show tonight, Pluck.
Or like a moth to a flame.
No, I totally like a moth to a flame. I totally agree, Big Family. I do actually, believe it or not, I really do like the blue better than the gold.
Yeah.
That gold was great if it was when it was a sports room.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I have left to do, and you can't really see it, the gold was, believe it or not, Ravens gold. So Mav earlier said F the Steelers. It was not Steelers gold. It was Ravens
and
gold.
it wasn't burgundy and gold either.
And it wasn't burgundy and gold. The trim on my windows and the trim on my door is purple. And my door to my utility room is black because I did like the blackout color with a purple knob. So that's it. Lindy's still in the room. Brother Lindy's still here.
Lindy.
He was just lurking. When's the next game stream, fellas? Tomorrow night. Friday night with Peter and Myke. We are Sea of Thieves, maybe?
Maybe Sea of Thieves, or maybe Crossfire, or maybe
Maybe something totally
when
different.
all else fails, We'll
When
be
all
killing
else
Nazis.
fails, it's Nazi killing time.
Yeah.
And we blow away the Nazis. And
Yeah, and I'll be streaming Horizon Forbidden West this weekend.
And Lance, the Rocket League Battle Royale is next Thursday. So next Thursday, instead of a full show, we will be doing our stream and chat. It will be me, Chris, and Peter against Stu, Jeff, and Papa Pete in a Rocket League showdown. So,
Pete, Papa Pete.
Just busy. See, people flatter us. I mean, it humbles us when people are working and they're still listening to us. And you know, if we can give you some joy during your work day or work night or whatever it is you're doing, that's why we're here. We're here for you guys. And Brother Lindy, it's been great having you in our channel, having you part of our family, our gaming family, all of you guys, seriously. And no, it wasn't gold, Niall. It was yellow. Stop trying to act like dad.
Yellow, like that submarine. Come on.
Right. So, but yeah, the purple's got to get to something else.
Too, but...
I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. I haven't figured out what I'm going to change it to. I'm either going to make it black, or I might just
like a matrix panel.
Ooh, put like LEDs around the
something.
Except
cool.
I can't plug them in anywhere. I'd have to get like battery powered. So, Yobi listening while he was working too. So now you need to get your site checked. So I still have
maybe
some
he's
stuff to do in the
colorblind,
back.
and that can be
he could be
counted as a disability. So
this is
let's go easy on him.
I cannot lie. This show does not have accessibility options. I do apologize. So we need to do that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna figure out what to put on the walls. But for now, I'm actually enjoying the color. So, anyway, green like a green screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I have a green screen now, and I was trying to figure out if I could put it on that wall and then show footage of stuff. I'm still kind of playing with that. I'm not there yet. So, just have kind of like a little thing playing over the back of my thing. So, anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us once again. Thank you for being part of the NLG family. Thank you for being part of our show by being in the chat. And we love you guys so much. Please don't forget Gamers United Guild. Down in the description below is all of the sites that you can check out our great Gamers United Guild family. If you like what we do, you will like what they do. And it spans across Xbox, PlayStation, retro. I say Go Game Go did a Switch, a Nintendo show tonight. You get everything. Also, don't forget, so tomorrow night, Friday night with Peter and Myke, we'll figure out what we're playing. Some Horizon Zero Dawn over the weekend from Peter, maybe some more Dying Light from Chris, and then I will be back on with Nick and Mr. Matthews Rob over on Geeks with Cash's channel for Retro Roots. That's Monday night at 10:30, and I will be discussing Metroid Other M, which I promised that I would play, and I have. So, Peter, Chris, another great show in the books.
Yes,
it was good.
So,
chat was fire.
Hopefully by our next show, we won't have it next week, but hopefully by our next show, which will be March 3rd, we will have Amico news to talk about.
Ooh.
Crossing fingers.
Crossing fingers, indeed.
Good night, everyone. Don't forget, pick up a controller, get some gaming in. Hit that bell. And play on, gamers.
Game on, everybody.
Adios. Have a good weekend.